Welcome back to Grassroots Media, and welcome back to this week's edition of High School Game Day, represented by McAfee McAfee Attorneys at Law. I am Dalton Lamb, and I am flying solo tonight. Brian Staten and company is still down in Chattanooga, Tennessee at the girls soccer state tournament. And last I checked, I'm going to get a score update here. Last I checked, that game is final. Greeneville blank Signal Mountain 3-0, and the Lady Devils are heading back to the TSSAA state championship for the first time since 2020. So again, Greeneville High School, the Lady Devils do beat Signal Mountain in the semifinals of the TSSAA state playoffs. They are heading back to the state championship game. It's the first time since 2020. At the risk of sounding extremely what's the word that I'm looking for here? At risk of sounding really arrogant, that's just kind of what they do. Greeneville Lady Devils soccer, and even really Greeneville boys soccer has just been an absolute force to reckon with in the last 5-10 years or more. So I know that all Greeneville fans, we were there in Murfreesboro last year. Just a few months back, whenever we were there for the spring fling, and we had teams all over the place, and we were covering all those teams everywhere, all over Murfreesboro. And so we got to see not only the Greeneville boys soccer team play in the state championship game, we got to see the Greeneville boys baseball team win a state championship, as well as North Green Lady Huskies softball team was also in the state playoffs. Tonight, though, here on High School Game Day, we have quite a few games tonight around East Tennessee. This game tonight, Gatlinburg-Pittman Chuckey-Doak. We'll talk a little bit more about it here in just a bit. But another game going on tonight is Unicoi and Cloudland. There are scenarios, I believe, I could be incorrect. I've been wrong a lot before in my life. But I do believe that game in particular, if Unicoi is to upset Cloudland and North Green beats Cosby tonight, I believe that puts, maybe they're 3 seed either way. I don't, there are scenarios that have been discussed, but it's that time of year where it's just kind of it's a tangled web about who does what. But I don't think that game is being played at Cloudland. I'm not sure it's really going to matter tonight, as I believe that Cloudland will take care of business in that game tonight against the Unicoi Rangers. But you never know. Rivalry game, Carter County type game. And, there's always an opportunity for things to go awry if you are Cloudland, and if you are the Rangers of Unicoi, you're going in looking for a win. Another game, a Greene County team, North Green. We just talked about it. North Green is on the road tonight at Cosby. This is a Region 1 1A game. It's a game that North Green feels like they need to win, that they should win, as long as they go out and just play consistent, disciplined football. It's something that at times when they've been consistent and disciplined this year, man, they've been tough to beat. They've been really tough to beat at times this year. At other times, they've struggled to be consistent. They've made a lot of mistakes penalty-wise, and then also not taking care of the football. If they go out and they do those things tonight, I really think that there's a real chance that Cosby runs away with that game early and wins that game big. Again, North Green at Cosby. These are games that are tonight. We'll talk about some games that are going to be tomorrow night, but these are just games that are going on in the area tonight. Next game, Tennessee High and Daniel Boone. Tennessee High and Daniel Boone. Tennessee High, sneaky 6-3 this year. They've played well down the stretch. They struggled early on in the season, but they've played well down the stretch, heading to a Daniel Boone team that has struggled so far this year, 3-5. Again, just a team that's given up quite a few points. It's not something they're used to doing. They're used to kind of dragging teams down and playing good, solid defense and then beating them with the run game. Not something that Daniel Boone's been able to do this year. Tennessee High, again, they're going on the road tonight there at Daniel Boone. Really kind of a toss-up. I don't really know what to expect out of that game. They've played well at times, and at other times they've played like they've never played a football game, this year. So we'll see how that one goes. Sevier County, another Washington County team, is at home tonight. David Crockett hosts Sevier County. That game could get ugly, and it could get ugly in a hurry. I'm not sure that the Pioneers have a whole lot of answers for the Sevier County Smoky Bears tonight. Sevier County, I think, wins that one big. I think that's one where they get to rest some of their starters in the second half, getting ready for the playoffs next week. as if they do win, they would finish the season at 9-1 and win that Region 2 6A championship, Region 1 6A championship. Jellicoe on the road at Hancock County. Hancock County coming into this game 1-8, Jellicoe 6-3. Jellicoe's kind of been up and down. It's a team that North Green feels like they should have beaten earlier in the year, and they just really didn't. They just, North Green kind of let that one slip away. But they're able to, if they're able to pull off the upset tonight, Hancock County that is, that'd be huge. It'd be huge for Region 1-1A. I don't think it would do anything for the standings. I think Jellicoe has locked in the number 2 seed, but it would be just a really big boon going into the end of the season for the Hancock County Indians. So, with that being said, Cock County, Morristown West. This is a game that, Morristown West 4-5, I think their record is not very indicative of how good this team actually is. I think they win this one big. I think that's going to be a lopsided victory tonight. It's Morristown West, Cock County. Morristown West is at home in Hamblin County there. I think they take care of business again. I think it's going to be another one of those. They're up big at halftime. Starters get to take a little bit of a rest in the second half. Claiborne County on the road at Pigeon Forge. Claiborne County played very well of late. If you remember correctly, just a few weeks ago, Claiborne County got up big on Unicoi County early in the game. I think it was 26-0, and they ended up letting that game get out of hand in the second half, and Unicoi County was able to come back and get the victory over Claiborne County. Tonight, though, I think Claiborne County takes care of business against Pigeon Forge. Pigeon Forge is just not a good football team this year. They've not been good all year. They've not been able to score points. Their defense has been pretty good. I mean, their defense has held teams to low-scoring affairs, but they're just not able to get on the board offensively, and that's pretty important when you're trying to win football games. Defense is great, but you have to be able to score points to win football games. So we'll see how that game, shakes out tonight. Again, I would say Claiborne is probably the favorite right now, but that game is in Pigeon Forge. It is at home tonight. That's all the games for Thursday night. We'll take a quick break, and when we come back, we will take a look at tomorrow's games. We'll talk about a few of those. We're going to do senior night here at Chuckey-Doak High School, and then after we get finished with our senior night program, we'll not wait through the senior night program, but after we come back from break, we'll do some of those games on Friday, and then we'll roll right into the pregame show talking a little bit more in depth about this game here tonight and this Chuckey-Doak team as well as Gatlinburg-Pittman. So catch us on the other side of the break. Stay right here with us on Grassroots Media. You are watching the McAfee McAfee. This is High School Game Day, I should say. High School Game Day represented by McAfee McAfee Attorneys at Law. We'll be right back.
Pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Pizza Inn offers contactless buffet to go with JoJo's Family Feast or anything on our menu for carryout. We also honor birthday parties and cater to businesses and large events. We make it easy. Call us today. Pizza Inn Greeneville.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to the High School Game Day represented by McAfee McAfee Attorneys at Law. Just like I had mentioned before the break, we are moving right along to, we've covered the games that are in East Tennessee on Thursday night tonight. Pretty lengthy list there tonight. Equally long list tomorrow night with another 3 Greene County teams in action. Eagleton Academy goes on the road to Cumberland Gap. Eagleton Academy has been one of those teams this year. It's been wild. It's been absolutely wild. They'll play a team that they probably should compete with and they get blown out. Then they play a team that, like in South Greene, where you feel like South Greene's going to go up there and, score a lot of points and score them quickly and win that game pretty big. And South Greene ends up scraping out a win 20-19. They're a scrappy team. They're obviously a first-year team. They're a scrappy team. They're a team that, they've got some athletes on that team. It's a beautiful facility up there. They're in the same region as both South Greene and West Greene, so we're going to be seeing a lot more of them in Greene County football action for years to come. But that's a game tonight. I think that they take care of business, even though they're going on the road to Cumberland Gap. It's a long way up there tomorrow night to Cumberland Gap in beautiful Claiborne County, and it will be beautiful this time of year. It's beautiful out here in Lower Afton tonight looking at the mountains. Just an absolutely beautiful view that we have. But I think Eagleton Academy takes care of business. Science Hill going on the road to Dobbins-Bennett. That's a huge game. And not only is that a huge game and just it's going to be great football, those are just 2 huge schools. Probably if you consider Jefferson County, you wouldn't consider Jefferson County Northeast Tennessee, but obviously they are East Tennessee. Science Hill, Dobbins-Bennett are 2 of the biggest schools in East Tennessee. They are playing each other again as they do every year. Science Hill going on the road to DB. Records are pretty much identical. Dobbins-Bennett is at 5-3. Science Hill is at 6-3. The only difference is that Dobbins-Bennett has that no contest with Greeneville that ended in a 14-14 tie, but was ruled a no contest. That was early on in the season. So, these teams both have really similar records. They have really similar makeups. They've had really good years, played very good football. I think in that game you give the edge to who is home, and I'm going to go with the Indians on that. I think the Indians are the favorite to win. Not saying that I think that they win. I think that they're the favorite to win, and sometimes that's a good thing. Sometimes it's not. Greeneville and Elizabethton, probably the biggest game of the week. And certainly as we talked about last Saturday morning on the Pizza Inn Saturday morning kickoff show, which if you don't check that show out, you need to check that show out. That's a lot of fun. It's a show that we get to have a lot of fun and talk about a lot of things. But as we mentioned in that show last Saturday morning, this game, this Greeneville-Elizabethton football game tomorrow night, it will be at Elizabethton. That game is essentially, in my opinion, and it is just my opinion, that game is essentially the state championship for classification for a NCAA. I think that whoever wins, obviously it's a regular season game, so they both move on to the playoffs. But that is a state championship caliber 1 versus 2 type of game. And we may see that game, we may see those 2 teams end up playing each other in the playoffs. I don't know exactly how that makeup would go and if they would play each other in round 2 or 3, probably round 3. But we could see a rematch of this game in just a couple of weeks. So if you lose this game tomorrow night, and I'm going to say this is a toss-up for me. I don't know who has the edge there. Not even home field advantage. I don't even really want to give that as this is kind of a push for me. I don't know. I think it's a pick'em. Elizabethton is obviously a great football team. So is Greeneville. They are similar programs in a lot of different ways. They are very disciplined. They have a lot of athletes all over the place at every position. They're deep. They have guys that can go that are not just starters on both teams. Going to be a great football team, but you feel like if you lose that game tomorrow night, it's okay because you're going to most likely, unless something catastrophic happens and you really, mess up in the first round, second round of the playoffs, you probably are going to get a chance to see each other again in the playoffs at some point. And who knows? Who knows what that is. So, this is a regular season game. You want to win every game. You want to win that conference championship. But at the end of the day, if you lose tomorrow night, your season is still going, so it's not the end of the world. You do not want to go out and just get boat raced when you should not. And I don't think we have to worry about that. I think this is going to be this game is going to be what it is billed to be. It's going to be a really good football game. If you are not heading up there, You need to tune in radio, however you need to do it. You need to get in and watch that game somehow, some way. That's going to be a great game between the Cyclones and the Green Devils. Volunteer on the road at Granger. I'm going to give Granger the push in that game. Volunteer 0-9. You'd like to think they don't want to finish 0-10. Obviously, they don't want to do that. But on the road at Granger, I got Granger in the advantage there. Another huge game in Region 1 2A, South Green, Hampton. South Green sitting at 8-1, Hampton at 7-2. South Green they need this win. Losing this game, not only from a morale standpoint, does it really feel like it hurts you a little bit if you're not able to get this win. But you feel like after that loss to Happy Valley, which you certainly, if you were a South Green Rebel fan, you feel like that should not have happened. That game, you want to wipe it right out of your memory, and a good way to do that is to go to Hampton and beat the Bulldogs in Hampton. South Green has the team to do that. I've said it from the beginning. I'm not backing down from what I've said. They have the DNA, they have the coaching, they have the ability to do that. Whether or not they do, who knows? West Green goes on the road to Happy Valley. This is a Happy Valley team that started out the year 0-3. Looks like they were a lost cause. They have won 6 games straight, including that win over South Green, that upset win over South Green at South Green just a couple of weeks back. Happy Valley getting the big win then. They are playing West Green. West Green needs some help. I don't know exactly. I don't know what the scenarios are for West Green and how they can make the playoffs. I think maybe Cumberland Gap has to upset Eagleton Academy. West Green has to beat Happy Valley. I think maybe that has to be what happens. That's the only scenario. I'm not 100% sure on that. Definitely will try to check that and get that answer to you a little bit later on. But the Buffaloes, if it is the last game of the year, you want to go out playing your best football. And this is a team that this year, all year long, and most of you know it, I am a graduate of West Green High School. I have coached. I have poured blood, sweat, and tears into countless football and baseball fields on that end of the county. You have to do better. You have to be more consistent. You have to play better football. You have a lot better talent, a lot better athletes on that team, and you have to play like it. You have to play more consistent than they have this year, and you need to come out tomorrow night and really show that. If you don't, there's a real chance that you get beat big at Happy Valley tomorrow night. Nobody wants to see that happen. Nobody. West Green needs to go out and win that football game. Feel really good regardless of what happens. You win the football game, you take care of your business. If there is an opportunity with Cumberland Gap beating Eagleton, if that gets you into the playoffs, so be it. You go on the road to Alcoa the next week. Who cares? But you go up and you play every snap like it's your last. And for some of those seniors, it very well could be their last. So sad time of year when you get to this time of year, especially for seniors. The terminal part of high school kind of comes into focus. So William Blount on the road at Jefferson County. Jefferson County is one of the hottest teams in all of Tennessee right now. They are 8-1. They are dismantling teams that they should dismantle, and they are beating teams pretty handily that they should win. They're just doing things the right way right now. Are the Patriots? William Blount has had a really good season so far this year, sitting at 6-3. But I think this is where I think they're going to take a loss. I don't know what score is going to be. I don't know how big of a deal it is, but it's at Jefferson County. The way Jefferson County's playing, it's going to be senior night there for the Patriots. I think the Patriots are a pretty big favorite in that game tomorrow night. Unicoi County going on the road to Johnson County. These are two teams that are. It's really, again, this is another toss-up. I don't know. It's one of those games that Johnson County playing at home. It's a pretty long trip for Unicoi County up to Johnson County. It's a toss-up. It really is a pick 'em. Unicoi County obviously can play offense. They've got an offense that can score points. We saw it last week against this Chuckey-Doak team here that we're going to see tonight. They score points, and they can score points in bunches. But Johnson County can too, and Johnson County has a really good defense. This is a Johnson County defense that held this prolific Chuckey-Doak offense to, less than 20 points. And that's what it's going to take. If Unicoi County is going to go to Johnson County and get this victory, that is exactly what it's going to take tomorrow night. And it's going to be a battle of good offense, good defense. What's going to happen when they collide? Again, Next game, Sullivan East is going to head on the road. The Sullivan East team that just air-raided themselves to a victory over West Green last week. They are on the road at Northview Academy. And it's a Northview team that lost a big, they got shut out last week, 31-0 by the Greeneville Green Devils at home. They're back at home against Sullivan East. Very long road trip for Sullivan East. I expect Northview Academy to get right this week, get healthy this week, and play good football and win that football game, finishing up 7-3 on the season and in Class 4A in that Region 1 Class 4A. Final game in Region 1 for the week. 0-9 Morristown East, 4-4 Westridge. Well, I've said it every single week. If you are Morristown East, you need the victory. You have a big trip down the road to Westridge against the relatively new, massive school that you're playing there. Westridge team that's sitting at 500 right now, but if you're Morristown East, you absolutely need this win. 100% need this victory. If you are Morristown East, I don't really know I think Westridge would probably be the favorite there. But you're 0-9. You don't want to go 0-10. You don't really, you know you're not going to the playoffs. What do you have to lose? Pull out all the stops, have a little bit of fun. Coach K getting his boys right down there. Who knows? Crazy things can happen, and maybe they go out and get a big win at Westridge tomorrow night. Who knows? We got a big slate of games this week all over East Tennessee in Region 1. And again, I said it whenever we came on air. We're gonna take another break here in just a moment, and then there are 25 minutes before kickoff, and we will roll right into the Biggie's Deli pregame show. Talk about this game here tonight between Chuckey-Doak and Gatlinburg-Pittman. But just recapping again, Greeneville High School. If you missed that announcement, if you haven't seen it on social media, the Greeneville High School Lady Green Devil soccer team, big victory, 3-0 over Signal Mountain today in the TSSAA state playoffs semifinals, and they give themselves a berth into the state championship game tomorrow for the first time since 2020. So good luck to the Lady Green Devils. That is where our good friend Brian Staten is at tonight. I'm hoping that he's tuned in watching this game here tonight. And if you are, Brian, we miss you. Mainly miss you because these good people that are listening and watching tonight are going to have to listen to my voice all night long, and nobody wants to hear that. And as I get older, I don't even like hearing it anymore. Don't even like talking as much as I used to anymore. And that's something I never thought that I would say. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back. This has been the High School Game Day represented by McAfee McAfee Attorneys at Law. When we come back, for the last 15, 20 minutes of the pregame, we're going to roll right into that pregame, the Biggie's Daily pregame show, get you ready for this game here tonight between the Chuckey-Doak High School Black Knights and the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders right here on Grassroots Media. At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommie's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommie's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommie's a call at 638-3662. Remember those days when life was simpler and every corner held a treasure just waiting to be discovered? Pettit's Market was a place where memories were made and where stories were woven. Here you'll find more than just goods. You'll find a piece of the past wrapped in the embrace of today. Pettit's Market is where neighbors become friends, friends become family, and good food and love holds everything together. So step inside, make memories, eat good, and leave happy. Pettit's Market, the little store with a big welcome. The mission at TRC Logistics is providing independent advice and identifying the right fit for you. Services are sourced and procured based on solution specifications provided by our supply chain solution. TRC Logistics has the freight management experience you need with the quality you can depend on. Customer service is our goal, not increased profit margins. The mission at TRC Logistics is simple: to provide high-quality services in a timely manner. Our team caters to each project's specific needs to ensure excellence. When service matters, TRC Logistics is the solution.
Hometown Realty of Greeneville is selling Greeneville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greeneville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greeneville today, 423-639-2345.
Community minded, just like you. Community minded, that's for sure it's true.
You care about the future of this community. You grew up here. You've raised a family here. Your life is here. So is ours. Greeneville Federal Bank, member FDIC. Banking made easy.
Community minded, just like you.
Busted pipes got you down? Need a utility line trenched out? Whatever your light backhoe needs, groundhog trenching is the solution. Groundhog trenching does the digging so you don't have to. Whether you need to bore under the driveway, sidewalk, road, or maybe you just need help with your next livestock burial, groundhog trenching can do the job. Give us a call or even send us a text today to find out how the groundhog can help on your next project. Call 423-823-8308. That's 423-823-8308. Welcome back to Grassroots Media, and welcome to, I should say, the Biggie's Deli pregame show. We've got 18 minutes right on the dot just now. 18 minutes to kick off here at Chuckey-Doak High School. Big game tonight between the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights and the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. This is a game that we've talked about all year, had the real potential to be a championship game for Region 1 3A. And I said earlier West Green would go to Alcoa. They would not. That is 3A. They would not go to Alcoa. But with that in mind, Chuckey-Doak being the 4 seed, I believe that all scenarios lead to them being the 4 seed. Whether they drop this game tonight, whether they win this game tonight, they would be the 4 seed, which means that Chuckey-Doak would go on the road to Alcoa next week. I believe that's how that's going to shake out regardless. We'll just kind of look and see and make sure. It starts and stops, though. We'll talk about Gatlinburg-Pittman first. It really starts and stops for the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders with Brady Hammonds. Brady Hammonds is the quarterback that we remember from the last couple of years. He is a highly talented quarterback. He's tall. He's got the build. He's got a big arm. He can make the throws. And he doesn't really have to worry about who he's throwing to a lot of times because, you know, he's got Whitman Whaley who can get out of the backfield in that running back position and really just be able to catch passes all over the place. In addition, he's got Carlos Orr. Those are two names you're going to hear a lot tonight. Carlos Orr, the senior, Whitman Whaley, the senior. Brady Hammond's also a senior. Senior-heavy team this year for Gatlinburg-Pittman. Brady Hammond's, we saw him in warm-ups. He's got the ability to throw really, really nice touch passes really all over the field, but he's also got the arm that he can get the ball down the field. And the Highlanders like to try to stretch the field vertically. They're not a team that has to go side to side, but if they need to, they can. They've got Whitman Whaley who can run the ball down your throat. He's got that ability. They have that ability up front to control the line of scrimmage. There's a reason that this team sits at 8-1 right now on the season due to the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. But at the end of the day, the last 2 seasons, we've seen an overmatched Chuckey-Doak team welcome the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders to Lower Afton. And both times, if you remember correctly, if you were watching a couple years ago, if you were here a couple of years ago, Chuckey-Doak welcomed Gatlinburg-Pittman here to Lower Afton. And boy, was that not an awesome game. I believe that Gatlinburg-Pittman went up 26, 28 to nothing, something like that. Excuse me. They went up pretty big, and Chuckey-Doak just kept chipping away and forcing turnovers and scoring points and continuing to do things and not give up. It was an exciting time to be at this game. It was a really fun time to be at the ball game itself, just to see the energy that was on the sideline for the Black Knights that night. Last year, totally different game, but really kind of the same ending. Just really tight, really good game all the way down to the end. If you remember, probably one of the greatest plays I've ever seen in high school football, maybe really just football in general, was the play that Brock Rush made. And Brock's brother Hayden just stopped by here a second ago. Hayden was running camera for us actually last year whenever that play was made. And man, just an incredible moment. Just an incredible play, an incredible moment. That was a great game last year. You had an offense that Chuckey-Doak had, just a really high-caliber, prolific, scoring offense. Played really, really well that night against a Gatlinburg-Pittman team who was also really good, a good defensive team. But at the end of the day, that Gatlinburg-Pittman offense did just enough. It did just enough. We are actually going to go to break as the national anthem is going to be played. We will be right back here on the Biggie's Deli pregame show on Grassroots Media. And we are back here on Grassroots Media on the Biggie's Deli pregame show. Really nice job by the Chuckey-Doak High School band with the national anthem there. We are now under 12 minutes till kickoff. 12 minutes till kickoff, and it's here on it's been a really beautiful day. I was telling somebody just a few minutes ago, I believe I was telling Kirk, our camera guy, I was telling him that when I was in high school playing at Gatlinburg-Pittman at the very end of the season last week, week 9, week 10, whatever it was, we played at Gatlinburg-Pittman, and it was, in the 40s. And at halftime, they had a helicopter coming. I don't even remember why, but they hovered over midfield, and nobody told us. And so, Gatlinburg-Pittman was in the locker room waiting, and because they knew, we didn't. And we stood on the sidelines and absolutely froze. But here it is. The last weekend in October is coming up on us, and it's going to be 80 degrees on Saturday. And I will say, just as not really a shameless plug, we are a business. I think sometimes people think that we're a nonprofit organization and, we just, do a lot of the things that we do for free, but we don't. We're a business, and I'm going to make a plug here. This Saturday, we have our fall festival that's going to be held over the Grassroots Media Fall Festival that's going to be held at Malsheim Elementary School. We are having a Booster Club basketball tournament. It's actually going on right now. There are games going on right now in the Grassroots Media Booster Club basketball tournament, the preseason tournament. That's over at Malsheim Elementary tonight, tomorrow night, and then all day on Saturday. So if you're looking to watch some really good basketball, just a lot of fun seeing those kids play, come on out to Malsheim, catch a couple of games, enjoy the fall festival. The Malsheim Police Department is going to be putting on a movie night. They're going to be playing Hocus Pocus starting at, I believe, 7 o'clock there on Saturday night over at Malsheim. It's on the Play Shelter, which is kind of the host site for the Malsheim Fun Days whenever they have that every year. Really just going to be a lot of fun, and I hope to see a lot of people out, and a lot of candy gets given out, and a lot of fun is had throughout the day. And then we see a lot of people at the basketball tournament to celebrate and kind of just support those kids and those booster clubs. And also, at the very end of the day, I hope we have a lot of people come out and watch Hocus Pocus. But here tonight, in just 10 minutes, the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights, Nick Palazzo, Brock Rush, Isaiah Treadway. There's literally, I'm looking at the roster here, and I'm just naming names. Isaiah Treadway, Brock Rush, Nick Palazzo, Brayson Mervin. I mean, how can you forget Brayson Mervin after 300 yards last week? Austin Smith, Marco Rojas. There's literally names all over this offense that are still just extremely talented. This Chuckey-Doak team is not sitting at 8-1 in this final game of the season like they were a year ago. This Chuckey-Doak team is not going to win their region like they did a year ago. That's not going to happen. Those things are not going to happen. But to think that this Chuckey-Doak team is not an extremely good football team, well, if you were to tell me that, I would tell you that I don't know that you know a whole lot about the game of football, especially high school football here in Tennessee. This is a very good Chuckey-Doak football team. This is a very good football team in general. Yes, Gatlinburg-Pittman is an extremely talented team. They're a well-coached team. They're a very disciplined team. But from a talent standpoint, from an ability standpoint, I think Chuckey-Doak has the ability to make this a game, a tough game, a tight game. And, this game has the potential to go one of two ways. This game has the potential to be a tight ball game throughout the entire game, and honestly could go either way at the end of the game like it has the last 2 seasons in the playoffs, or this game could be a blowout. It's the honest truth. This game could end up being a blowout if Chuckey-Doak comes out, is undisciplined, gets a lot of pre-snap penalties, does a lot of silly things in the middle of the game like holding and personal fouls and all that stuff. Gatlinburg-Pittman is the type of team that will absolutely take control of those early. You better believe that Gatlinburg-Pittman is hoping that they can put this game away by the third quarter, if not before, so that they can rest some of those starters the rest of the week and not have to risk injury. They do not want this game to be like it's been the last 2 seasons. They absolutely do not. They already have the number 1 seed. I do believe they already have the number 1 seed wrapped up in Region 1 3A. They do not need to win this game to have that in their back pocket. So with that being said, they do not want this to be a 4-quarter game. They want this game to be over in the third quarter or even sooner. And if they're able to accomplish that, then, man, I mean, that's what they're going to do. And they have the ability to do that. Chuckey-Doak also has the ability to make this a tight game all the way through. But it's really going to depend on up front, because we know that Brayson Mervin, Nick Palazzo, Isaiah Treadway, Brock Rush, Austin Smith, we know these guys can get the job done. We know they can throw the football. We know they can catch the football. We know Brayson Mervin can find the hole, hit the hole, break tackles, and just turn on the afterburners. We don't have to question that. Not a question. Can the offensive line control the line of scrimmage, give creases for Brayson to run through? Can they defend? Can they protect Nick Palazzo long enough for him to be able to get the pass out to his athletes and let them do what they do? I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you got athletically, Isaiah Treadway and Brock Rush not only match up with you, but probably out-athlete you any day of the week, regardless of where you're playing at. So, with that all being said, I'm going to say that this game is probably, it's got the bones to be one of the best games of the year, just like it's been the last 2 seasons whenever we've broadcast this game. Just like the last 2 seasons, this game here tonight between Chuckey-Doak and Gatlinburg-Pittman has the potential to be a barn burner, but it also has the potential to be an absolute boat race. So it depends what Chuckey-Doak team comes out. Also depends on what Gatlinburg-Pittman team comes out. Gatlinburg-Pittman comes out stale, then it's going to be a tight game. Chuckey-Doak's not a slouch. They're not a team that you're going to come out and do a lot of things wrong and incorrectly, make a lot of mistakes, and still just win by 2-3 scores. They're just not going to do that. But if Gatlinburg-Pittman comes out and they're firing on all cylinders and they're playing really good football and Chuckey-Doak comes out a little flat, I think this Gatlinburg-Pittman team has what it takes to run away with it and stay out in front. So, tell your friends, tell your family. This has been the Biggie's Deli pregame show. First off, tell them to go to Biggie's Deli and tell them that we sent you, because that's how this works. Whenever you go tell them that we've sent you to go, then, hey, they might spend more money with us in the future, and that's how we get to keep doing what we're doing. So tell Biggie's Deli that we sent you, that boys at Grassroots Media sent you. And then after you do that, or before you do that, right now, share this stream on your social media. I know you've got it. Share it on your social media. Comment on this stream right now. Give us a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please subscribe and be alerted. It helps us out a lot. I don't want to sound like, a YouTube streamer, but that's exactly what we're doing right now. So like the page, or like the stream, subscribe to the stream, comment on the stream, do all those things that the kids tell you to do these days, and let's watch a good football game here tonight, because we're 4 minutes away from kickoff, and the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights are coming out here in just a second. This has been the Biggie's Deli pregame show on Grassroots Media. And here come the Black Knights, and it's not going to be long now. Again, as I said, we've got just about 4 minutes to go, and the Black Knights are heading out onto the field. This is a team, I've said it, we've talked about it on Saturday mornings, we talk about it a lot. These young athletes, whatever you want to say about teenage football players, athletes in general, doesn't matter what you want to say, okay? The fact that these boys, these young men, the fact that these young men over the last 4 years have had a different coach every single year, and they're going to finish with a career record like they've put out in the last 4 years, unbelievable to me. Absolutely unbelievable to me. And if you are a Chuckey-Doak fan, if you are a parent, if you are an alumni, you should be proud of what the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights football program has been able to accomplish in the last 4 years. With that in mind, totally new game tonight. Last week was an absolute heartbreaker. I mean, you can't think about any way that maybe you can, but it's terrible. You score with 1.7 seconds to go, and all you need is an extra point to go through the goalpost and over the crossbar, and you win the game, and it bounces off the crossbar. I can't think of a more heartbreaking way to lose a game as a high school football player, especially as a kicker. We've said it all week. I've said it in multiple shows that we've done. Marcos Rojas has absolutely no reason to hang his head. None whatsoever. That kick did not determine the game. There are a lot of different things determine games. It's not just 1 or 2 plays. You've heard Barry Carter say that. You've heard me say that. You've heard Tyler say that. Anybody that knows anything about sports will tell you that a game is not decided. I don't care what it seems like, what it looks like, what it feels like. A game is never decided on one singular play. Now, singular plays can hurt you. But that game last week was a game full of heartbreak. And, I hope we see a Chuckey-Doak football team come back tonight looking to get things right. A little bit of vengeance, a little bit of revenge on their mind, looking to take out their frustration on the visiting Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders, and we'll see if that is exactly what happens here. I want to give a shout-out again to my main man, Kirk, running camera for us. Kirk does an insanely good job. It's his first year doing this, and he does just a terrific job bringing you beautiful, beautiful pictures on your screen, whether you're watching this on your phone, your laptop, your tablet, your TV, no matter where you are, no matter how you're watching Grassroots Media. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you tell people about us. Make sure that you share the stream. We're getting ready to kick up and get going with basketball season, and good news is, talked with Ron Metcalf at Radio Greeneville yesterday, and I believe that we're going to just keep on rolling with things how they are. We're going to welcome the radio broadcast right into the Grassroots Media broadcast going forward. But with that, Gatlinburg-Pittman is, I guess, Chuckey-Doak is, Gatlinburg-Pittman won the toss and elected to receive. So the Highlanders will take the football first, and I'm assuming that they are trying to make a statement with this first drive. So, Marcos Rojas will tee it up in 30 seconds, kick it off to the Highlanders, and we will see exactly what we have going here early. We're going to get to see this offense for Gatlinburg-Pittman early. Can the Chuckey-Doak defense slow them down? I am by myself tonight. I'm going to tell you, this is a tough job. I don't care if you can talk. I don't care if you can, it doesn't matter. Don't care if you can do it. It is tough to talk to yourself for 3.5 to 4 hours. And I just want you all to know, if you know my wife, you let her know that I can't even do that. I can't even talk to myself for 3 hours. It's not something that's possible. I am just not able to accomplish that. Marcos Rojas getting things ready to go here. Football in hand, teeing it up. And we'll be underway momentarily here on Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Marco Rojas kicking it off for the Knights.
A little pooch kick, a little fair catch called for. And 1 second runs off the clock. It's going to be first down and 10 at the Gatlinburg-Pittman 40-yard line. So a little pooch kick. Chuckey-Doak trying to take advantage of maybe getting a quick or not necessarily an onside, but a little pooch kick, trying to not give it to the returners and let them have that ability to make some room and make some things happen in the kicking game. Brady Hammonds will handle quarterback duties tonight. First pass of the game. Hammonds gets it out wide. I didn't see a number on that. I believe that's Carlos Orr. Numbers are hard to see, those yellow numbers. That was Carlos Orr on the carry. Brady Hammonds with the pass out quick. It's going to be enough for a first down. 10 yards exactly. And they quick hit out to the right on the little swing pass. Again, Brady Hammonds here. You got Carlos Orr to the boundary. He's on your near side. Here is Carlos Orr. I believe that's Whitman Whaley out wide for the Highlanders. That is going to be passed out to Whitman Whaley. He's going to make one man miss. He makes two men miss, breaks a couple of tackles. He's still on his feet. And after a gain of about 14 yards, he's going to be tackled. After about 15 yards, it's going to be enough for a first down, Gatlinburg-Pittman. And that is Whitman Whaley on the reception. It's his first reception of the night for the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. As we roll to just a minute into the game, Gatlinburg-Pittman, 2 plays, 24 yards. Another pass is going to be passed out in the flat. That's going to be handled by Kai Thompson. Good pursuit by Chuckey-Doak. Just got to wrap up. And it's going to be after a gain of, they're going to give him 10. I believe they're going to give him 10. And will they move the sticks? They will. It's going to be first down, Gatlinburg-Pittman. 1st and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Chains are moving. If you didn't hear, they asked just a few minutes ago over the loudspeaker for a chain game. So right now, Gatlinburg-Pittman has 3 plays and 3 first downs. At some point, you've got to make tackles. Brady Hammond's going to hand it off for the first time to Matthew Bowling. Matthew Bowling makes a man miss out in the flat. He's going to pick up enough for a first down. He's going to be ran out of bounds at around the 10-yard line. And it's going to be first down and goal, or is he going to be just outside the 10? We'll see when they spot it. It is going to be 1st and 10, or they are moving the chains. Nope, they are not. It's going to be 1st and goal for the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. And, you know, they've picked up more than 10 yards on every play this drive thus far. They have quickly moved 50 yards down the field in just 4 plays. Brady Hammond back there with Matthew Bowling in the backfield with him. It's going to be a play-action fake out to Whitman Whaley. Whitman Whaley's going to make one man miss. He's still driving his feet all the way down to, they're going to mark him short at the 3-yard line. It's going to be up 2nd down and goal at the 3-yard line for the Gatlinburg-Pittman. I keep wanting, because it's GP and I'm thinking of Cumberland Gap for some reason, I want to think of the Panthers, but they're not the Panthers. I don't know why I keep calling them the Panthers. They are the Highlanders. Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. 2nd down and goal from about the 2 to 3-yard line. Hammond's in shotgun formation. He's going to move Whitman Whaley in motion. Hand off Matthew Bowling, and Matthew Bowling's going to go untouched into the end zone. It's going to be the first touchdown of the night. And with 9:24 remaining in the first quarter, Gatlinburg-Pittman strikes early. And that is not something that you expected to see. You kind of hoped that you would you'd get a little bit more defensive pursuit. I mean, they really were just everywhere. There was absolutely no pursuit. Now you're going to jump off sides. Not a real good start for Chuckey-Doak. And as we mentioned in the Biggie's Deli pregame show, this Chuckey-Doak cannot show up and expect to compete in this game. This is not a team that you're going to be able to compete with if you're doing those types of things and making those types of mistakes. So it is a flag. It's going to be false start or offsides. They'll keep it right where it's at. Kick is up. Kick is good. And your new score, with 9:24 remaining in the first quarter, Gatlinburg-Pittman 7, Chuckey-Doak nothing. We'll be back right after this on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights presented. This is Thursday night, though. Presented by Tommie's Plumbing. And set to kick it off for the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders is number 20, I believe it's 25, Carlton Giesling. I probably just butchered that name. It's going to go into the end zone. Brock Rush is not going to have an opportunity to respond. And with 9:23 to go, there shouldn't be any time running off the clock, but there was 1 second ran off the clock right there. 9:23 to go in the first quarter. Chuckey-Doak's offense is going to have to come out and get something going. I mean, this is a game, especially if your defense is going to play like that. This is a game where you have to answer every score with a score, and it probably would help if you took a long drive to do it. Take some time off the clock, knowing that Gatlinburg-Pittman got the ball first. If you can take some time off the clock, score, and then, you know, get a stop or a turnover at some point. Snap's going to be handled, handoff to Brayson Mervin. He is hit in the backfield. He's going to go nowhere. He's brought down for a loss of 2. It's going to bring up 2nd down. They're going to only give him a loss of 1. Well, maybe they're going to keep him right there. The spot is not moving. Now they move it. 2nd down and 11. Handoff to Brayson Mervin went nowhere. He was met in the backfield. He had nowhere to go, no breathing room whatsoever. Nick Palazzo, quarterback. Brayson Mervin to his left. Isaiah Treadway is down on this near side. Snaps back. Palazzo with a quick throw out to Brock Rush, and just that athletic ability. Brock Rush is going to pick up enough where I believe it's going to be enough for a first down. Quick throw, I don't know if that was really a slant or if it was just kind of a little screen pass or what it was, but it's going to be enough for a first down for Chuckey-Doak. That's going to be enough for 11 yards exactly, and Chuckey-Doak enough for a first down. And that's what you got to have. That's what it's going to take to not only get the morale boosted a little bit for this Chuckey-Doak team, especially the way the game started on defense for the Black Knights. Brayson Mervin to the right. Another handoff to Mervin. He's got a little bit of room. He's going to make a man miss on the outside. He's going to pick up, looks like 2. Are they getting him 2? Are they going to put him down? It's going to be enough for a gain of 2. It's going to bring up second down and 8 for the Black Knights. Second down and 7. They give him another yard. Second down and 7 for the Black Knights. Clock now ticked under 8 minutes to go here in this game. And, you know, you like from Billy Kaler's standpoint and his team, you do not want to go one-dimensional early in this game. You know your guy just ran for 300-plus yards. Preach to your offensive line. Just give him a crease. Just give the man a crease, and he can make things happen. Handoff again, Brayson Mervin, and that is not a crease. That, my friends, is a center that is driven into the backfield. That tackle was made by the center because the nose guard for Gatlinburg-Pittman, and I can't see the number. These numbers are extremely hard to see. I know what Brian Staten's talking about now when he says these numbers. It's hard to see, but he just drove the center back into Brayson Mervin for a loss of 3. It's going to be third down and 10. Palazzo drops back. He's looking. He's going to drop it off to Brayson Mervin. Brayson Mervin's going to make a move. He's going to cut up field. He's going to be just shy of the first down marker. It's going to bring up fourth down and a yard. Fourth down and a yard for Chuckey-Doak, and it's going to be interesting to see, do they go for it this position? I mean, truthfully, Gatlinburg-Pittman ran 5 plays and went 60 yards the last drive. So you would like to think that, you know, hey, they're taking – and fourth down and 1, and we are punting. You know, from a strategy standpoint, this is the right call. You like to tell your defense, look, we're going to try to pin them deep. The kick is away. It's a nice spiraling kick, but it's not going to really go anywhere. Let's see where they mark it out. It's going to be marked out of bounds at the Gatlinburg-Pittman 48-yard line. It's going to be first down and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Again, you know, I'm not saying that Chuckey-Doak doesn't have a punter that can get the job done. What I am saying, though, is it's 4th and 1. Now, you did just get tackled 3 yards deep in the backfield the last time you tried to run the football because your center got moved into the backfield. So maybe you have a little bit of, reservation about that. However, unless you're going to be able to punt it 40, 50, 60 yards and pin Gatlinburg-Pittman deep, I think, you know, it's worth it. It's probably worth it at that point. You're at around the 40, go for it. Either way, Brady Hammond's set to take the snap. He does. He hands it off to Matthew Bowling, and Bowling is going to go untouched. 52 yards. Does he have enough? He's going to stay in bounds. That's going to be a touchdown. We're going to wait and see. Did he step out? No, it's going to be a touchdown. Gatlinburg-Pittman. 58 yards in 17 seconds goes Matthew Bowling. He is untouched until the last 3 yards of the play. And if you were Chuckey-Doak, that is not what you want to see. It is not what you want to see. One play, 52 yards, Matthew Bowling. And if they're able to do that, it doesn't matter that they've got Carlos Orr, Whitman Whaley, and Brady Hammonds. They don't have to throw the ball. Just keep handing it off, handing it off, and just keep them getting scores. Right now, more than 5 minutes, 5:42 remaining in the first quarter, and Gatlinburg-Pittman has again scored. They've scored twice in 6 plays, 6 or 7 total plays. And Gatlinburg-Pittman up big, 14-0 over Chuckey-Doak. This is Corner Pond Friday Night Lights presented by Tommie's Plumbing on Grassroots Media. We'll be back right after this. Tommie's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommie's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommie's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommie's a call at 638-3662. And the kickoff from Gatlinburg-Pittman went through the end zone over Brock Rush's head, and it's going to be first down and 10, Chuckey-Doak. Just under 6 minutes to play here in this game. And Chuckey-Doak has to find a pulse. And I'm not saying a pulse on offense. Obviously, they need a pulse on defense. But they're just walking around the field right now like, you know, this is not the team that I'm used to seeing. This is not the football team that I'm used to seeing here in Lower Afton. You know, they're going to have to wake up or this game could get ugly, and it could get ugly quick. First and 10, Chuckey-Doak. Palazzo with the snap. He's going to pitch it over to Brayson Mervin. Brayson Mervin's going to try to make a couple of men miss, but just really good pursuit to the football by Gatlinburg-Pittman, and he's going to be tackled after a gain of 1, I believe, bring up second down and 9. Clock still running under 5.5 minutes to go. Is it going to be a pickup of 1, second down and 9 for the Black Knights? Brayson Mervin really just he wanted to make a move, but what he really wanted to do was be able to put a foot in the ground and cut up field and get 6, 7, 8 yards right there. Good block by Isaiah Treadway out here on the outside, but couldn't really do anything because the inside-out pressure from Gatlinburg-Pittman was so good. Brayson didn't have anywhere to go. Just really good lane assignment discipline. Palazzo's going to roll out to the left, squares his shoulders, makes a pass. It's going to be over the head of Brock Rush. Going to bring up third down and 9 for the Black Knights. Good job rolling out. Good job of setting his shoulders, does Palazzo, but just throws it over the head a little bit. I don't know that he had really anywhere to go with that. Pretty good defense there on the back end by Gatlinburg-Pittman, and I don't think he really had anywhere to go with that throw. Throws it over the head of Brock Rush. It's going to be third down and 9. Clock does stop. 4:54 to play. 4:55 to play here in Lower Afton in the first quarter. Kind of feels like Chuckey-Doak needs to get this first down. You do not want to give Gatlinburg-Pittman the ball again with this much time to go in the first quarter, the way their offense is clicking. Palazzo's going to drop back. He looked for Isaiah Treadway, and he's not there. He's still trying to make something happen. He's going to be tackled after a gain of 1, and it's going to bring up fourth down and 8 on the play. And after you punted it on 4th and 1, I would imagine that you're going to punt it here in this situation as well. 4th down and 8, Chuckey-Doak's going to give the ball back to Gatlinburg-Pittman. And that play was designed, it looked like, I think Palazzo was trying to throw it deep right there to Isaiah Treadway, but as soon as the ball was snapped, that's where he was looking. But Treadway just didn't really get off the he didn't get off the press man coverage off the line of scrimmage very well. And it looked like if he would have, there was no safety deep. Really good kick right here. I believe that's Isaiah Treadway. Great kick by Isaiah Treadway. It's going to get all the way down to the 40-yard line for Gatlinburg-Pittman. It's going to bring up first down and 10 for Gatlinburg-Pittman on their own 40. Again, though, the last time they had it first and 10 on their 48-yard line, and one play later, Matthew Bowling took it 52 yards for a touchdown for Gatlinburg-Pittman. Got to stop the run first off. This is a team that can beat you, obviously, through the air. Matthew Bowling is not, obviously he's a great football player. He can run the football. He's got great vision, does a good job of getting small in the hole and finding the crease. But this is a football team that can beat you badly through the air, but they don't have to. And that's going to be a handoff. I didn't see the number. Was that Carlos Orr? It was not. Jaden Jones on the carry for Gatlinburg-Pittman, and they do stop him short of the first down. It's going to be second down and about 5. Got to have better pursuit to the football. Doing a decent job up front of attacking at the line of scrimmage, but you've got to, if you're the linebackers, you've got to read those keys, get downhill quickly and in a hurry. Again, Gatlinburg-Pittman going with that split back look with Matthew Bowling and Jaden Jones. Snap back to Hammonds is going to be a handoff to Matthew Bowling, and Bowling, great defense right there from Chuckey-Doak. Chuckey-Doak, that ball was, there was a lot of room to run outside, but Austin Smith did not allow him to get outside, turned him back into the teeth of the defense, and that's exactly what you want that outside linebacker position to do. When the outside linebacker is able to force the play back into the teeth of the defense, that's exactly what you have to happen. Set the edge, get them to go back into the defense, let your defense make the play, and that's what happened. And for the first time tonight, in fact, they've only been to second down twice. For the first down, it's third down. Brady Hammonds is looking on a great stop route by Carlos Orr. What an incredible route. A great stop route by Carlos Orr. If you saw that route, he went about 6 yards, really hard head fake, and then stopped on a dime. And as soon as he turned around, that ball from Brady Hammonds was right there. First down and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman. And they are on the move once again. Again, though, first third down of the night, forced by the Chuckey-Doak Black Knight defense. Back to the split back. Brady Hammond's going to roll out to the left looking for Whitman Whaley, but he's going to look back, and he throws a big ball deep to Carlos Orr, and no pass interference on the play. And it looks like Isaiah Treadway may have gotten away with a little bit of a gift right there, because that was straight up face guarding, and I do believe in TSSAA face guarding is illegal. I don't know. He did turn around at one point, but he turned around again at the end of the play and kind of face guarded Carlos Orr. It was a really good ball by Brady Hammonds. Put a really good ball out there into the end zone. But second down. Second down and 10 for the Highlanders. Snap is back. Handoff Matthew Bowling. Matthew Bowling's going to get around the edge this time. He's going to be knocked out of bounds. It's going to be short of the line of gain. It's going to bring up 3rd and 4, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. So, again, a 3rd and medium forced by the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights. It looks like, 3rd and 5, right on the dot. 3rd down and 5, and, two sets of downs in a row that Chuckey-Doak has forced the Highlanders into a 3rd down situation. This is a 3rd and medium. I would say that, empty backfield for Brady Hammonds right here. This ball is going to go in the air. You've got Whitman Whaley in the slot. He's kind of looking, though. Something over the middle. No, it's going to be picked off by Isaiah Treadway, and there is blockers out in front of him. That's not Isaiah Treadway. Let me get a number on that. Picked off by Dominic Atchison. That was supposed to be a stop route. It was a route that Brady Hammonds thought that was going to be a stop route on that outside. They went trips to this side, and instead of looking over to this side, Brady Hammonds looked up immediately, was looking for the stop route over there. Dominic Atchison did stop, but the receiver did not. And he was right there. That football hit him right in the hands. It was a gift of a pass, and Chuckey-Doak is going to get the ball back. That is huge if you were Chuckey-Doak. And for the first time tonight, it feels like we're at a football game in Lower Afton. Snaps back, handoff to Brayson Mervin. Brayson Mervin has a little bit of room. He's going to gain 2 to 3 yards. We'll see where they stop him. Forward progress about 4 yards. Bring up 2nd down and 6. This is what you expect when you come to Lower Afton to see a football game, not whatever has been happening for the other 10 minutes in the first quarter here. I don't really know a better way to put it other than the atmosphere has not been good so far. But big interception by Dominic Atchison. Big interception. Turns things around. Moves it into Gatlinburg-Pittman territory, and Chuckey-Doak now has it 2nd down and 6 at the Gatlinburg-Pittman 38-yard line. Handoff Brayson Mervin, and he's going to pick up another 4 yards. We'll call it 3rd down and 3. Time is still ticking away. We're moving down closer to a minute to go here in this first quarter. Obviously, you're not racing at the clock. You still get to keep the ball there. Really be nice to kind of score in this drive, whether it happens in the first quarter or the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 4. They moved it back a little bit on the spot. 3rd and 4, this is certainly 2-down territory. Would not be surprised at all to see another run right here, knowing that it is 2-down territory. Handoff Brayson Mervin, and he's going to be stopped short, I think, by a yard. Going to be up 4th down and 1. And they do not have to snap it. There's a 2-second differential between the play clock and the game clock, and we'll see if Coach Kaler wants to run another play. I don't think that he will. I don't know that I would. Give yourselves an entire little a free timeout to discuss what you want to do right here on 4th and 1. And they are not going to snap it. They're going to go to the second quarter. Both teams coming to the sideline, and that is the end of the first quarter. And after 1, Gatlinburg-Pittman leading big. This game looked like it was going to be an absolute runaway until the Dominic Atchison interception, and now it's kind of come a little bit closer. You feel like there's a little bit of energy over here on this side in Lower Afton. It is 4th and 1, and when we come back in the second quarter, it's going to be 4th and 1. Chuckey-Doak obviously is going to be going for it here, not punting in this situation. Chuckey-Doak going to be looking to extend this drive and try to get on the board and make this a 1-score game here in the second quarter when we come back on Grassroots Media here on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing.
Hometown Realty of Greeneville is selling Greeneville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greeneville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greeneville today, 423-639-2345.
And we're back here at Chuckey-Doak High School, set to play. Start of the second quarter, it is 4th and 1. Big play. First play of the quarter. Huge play for Chuckey-Doak's offense right here. Plazo back in the shotgun snap. Rolls out to the right. Got a man open. That's Brock Rush. That's definitely the man you want open, and he's going to make one man almost missed, but he's going to be tripped up. It's going to be 1st down and 10, though. You know, a lot of people would say, why don't you get under center and run it like that? Well, when you've got a man like Brock Rush out there, you don't have to. You don't have to do that. Just get the ball in his hands, and you're going to be okay. And just like that, Chuckey-Doak is in business. Pass is going to be here. It's Brayson Mervin out wide. He's going to pick up about 6 yards on the carry. It's going to bring up 2nd down. We'll see what they give him. They're going to give him 1 extra yard. It's going to be 2nd down and 3. Really good job of avoiding the pursuit of the defense there and getting out into the flat. And Brayson Mervin is able to break off a 7-yard gain. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 3. And you see the game plan here for Chuckey-Doak. They're not going to get in any hurry. They want to score here for sure, but they want this last 14 yards to take a little bit of time to actually develop. Snap is back. Looking for his man. He doesn't have anybody. He's going to pull up in the pocket. He's going to gain 3 yards, 4 yards. We'll see where they mark him. He's going to be at the 12-yard line, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 1. 3rd down and 1 again. 2-down territory right here. You don't have to get it all. I would say, you know, if you feel comfortable right here, maybe run it here and throw it on 4th down. That's what they did the last time. You know, it's 2-down territory. Get something going. I don't know that you would try to hit the interior of that defensive line. It's pretty big for Gatlinburg-Pittman. They've done a good job of clogging that up, but try to get something going on the outside tackles right here on 3rd and 1. Rush in motion. It's going to be handoff on a jet sweep to Rush, and he should have enough for the 1st down. We'll see. They mark him. They're going to blow it dead. It is going to be a 1st down. 1st down, and I think they're still technically outside of the 10-yard line. We'll see. Do they call it 1st and goal? They are going to call it 1st and goal. I don't know. Looks like he's just outside of the 10, but they're going to call it 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. I guess the football is on the 10-yard line, the nose of it. Marco Rojas down here, near side wide receiver. Brock Rush, Isaiah Treadway at the top. Brayson Mervin to the side of Nick Palazzo. It's going to be handed off to Brayson Mervin. He's going to pick up 2 yards. 2 yards on the carry. It's going to bring up second down and goal. Second down and goal for the Black Knights. I would imagine right here we're going to see Brock Rush either in motion or there's going to be something done here to get Rush isolated one-on-one. And if I'm Billy Kaler and company, I'm calling a play where maybe it's a little play action in the backfield, get Rush man-on-man over the middle, and hit him over the middle and try to get him to get a little bit of room and space and make something work. Same formation as the last play, just opposite side for the roll to the left. Looks like it's going to be an option play, and that play is going nowhere. He's going to be hit, and he's slow to get up, is Palazzo, but he does get up. And bring up third down and goal. It's going to go no gain. So, again, Rojas, this is well within Marco Rojas's range. That's not a question. But I feel like you definitely feel like you've got to score touchdowns here, not field goals. Is it too early to point chase? Possibly, but it's kind of natural. What is it the saying on The Office? It's human natural. It's human natural to want to chase points. And I believe that's the case. Snap is back. Palazzo, he's got Brayson Mervin, but it's going to be underthrown and picked off. That pass is going to be picked off, and where is it picked off? It's going to be down at the 1. Ooh. That is one of those plays, obviously you're happy that Chuckey-Doak doesn't score a touchdown. But you pick it off, and you're just outside of the end zone, so it's not a touchback. So instead, all the momentum that Chuckey-Doak had is now, it feels like it's just out of the stadium at this point. But it's 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line. Big play coming up here. Snaps back, handoff Matthew Bowling, and Matthew Bowling is going to have nowhere to go. He's going to be swarmed up after a gain of 2 maybe. So it's going to bring up second down and 7, 8. Call it second down and 8 for Gatlinburg-Pittman. They just don't have a lot of room to operate. And if you are Chuckey-Doak, if you can continue to, pursue the football and fly to the football, turn them back in, not let them get outside, that's what they want to do right now. Make them pass, make them throw the football. We've already seen an interception. They've already turned it over. It does happen. They're not, we're not talking about an elite level professional passing game. They're good. Don't get me wrong. They are good. But they make mistakes. Whitman Whaley in motion. Handoff Matthew Bowling. Matthew Bowling's going to be patient, find the hole, and he's going to have enough for a first down, I do believe. And he does. It's going to stop the clock momentarily. It's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Highlanders. Really good job by Matthew Bowling right there. Very patient in the hole. He stretches it out, waits on his blockers, finds the hole, puts his foot in the ground, and gets north and south. Really good job of running the football there for Gatlinburg-Pittman. Heyman's going to drop back now. He's going to look. Finds his open man. That's Carlos Orr. Carlos Orr is going to be dragged down out of bounds by Isaiah Treadway. They're going to keep the clock rolling. It's going to bring up second down and 6. Good job. Good job. It's a great route. It's really a great route. It's one of those, it's a stop route. You really can't defend that route. If the receiver runs that route well and the quarterback throws at the right time, you can't stop a stop route. You can't stop it. You can play tight, maybe get a penalty because you're holding on to the guy, but it's hard to really play that good defense on a stop route. If the receiver runs the route right and the quarterback times it up well, the ball's already there by the time he turns around, and it's tough. But good job of, as soon as he catches the ball, he doesn't go anywhere. Isaiah Treadway throws him out of bounds, 2nd and 6. Handoff Jaden Jones, and Jaden Jones is untouched, and he's going to have a foot race with Brock Rush, and we're going to see who wins it. And I think Brock's going to catch him, and he does not. Just a yard shy, and Jaden Jones is going to take it the distance. 85 yards on the scamper down the left sideline, and Gatlinburg-Pittman has extended their lead 20-0. So we came into this game thinking that Brady Hammonds might have the opportunity to throw it to his two weapons in Carlos Orr and Whitman Whaley. Those are the two names that you hear about. And we thought that they might come in and throw it all over the ballpark. That's not what's happened. We have touchdown runs for Gatlinburg-Pittman of 85 yards and another touchdown run of 52 yards. And so far, it has been all Gatlinburg-Pittman. So the side judge on the far side is still getting in place. I think there was a sideline warning, actually. There was a flag thrown, but it's just sideline warning on Gatlinburg-Pittman. So the touchdown stands. So flag,
on the play.
encroachment on Chuckey-Doak.
And the call is encroachment on the night.
And again, the second time that we've had encroachment against Chuckey-Doak on the point after. Ball doesn't really move. That's because they declined it this time. And another penalty.
Flag on the play.
False start. And now this time, Chuckey-Doak will accept that penalty. Back them up 5 yards. And now this kick's going to be a little bit longer with the wind kind of in the face. Kind of in the face of Carlton Gissling. Giesling. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Gatlinburg-Pittman extends their lead, 21-0. We'll be back right after this with 5:25 to play. Again, Gatlinburg-Pittman leading Chuckey-Doak, 21-0. We'll be back right after this on Grassroots Media, here on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. We're back here on Grassroots Media, set to kick it away. Carlton Giesling. Brock Rush deep to return. And this ball, is it going to make the end zone? It is not. Brock Rush is going to be able to return it. Brock Rush finds a little bit of an opening. Brock Rush is going to switch the ball into his other hand. He's trying to make a couple people miss, and he does. He is a water bug. That's going to be a face mask. That's got to be a face mask. He dragged him down by it, and it is. There are flags everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Cowbells ringing. What an incredible run. I said it. His brother Hayden came up here. He is a human highlight reel. He's just waiting for an opportunity. You give him a little bit of space, and the man is just going to absolutely find it. He's just going to find it. He's going to break tackles. He's going to switch back and forth. He's a little Energizer bunny. Personal foul face mask is going to be another 15 yards. So Chuckey-Doak is going to have this ball first down and 10 on the Gatlinburg-Pittman 35-yard line. 34-yard line after the 15 yards are marked off. So again, Chuckey-Doak is going to get the ball deep into Gatlinburg-Pittman territory. The last time, they drove it down into a goal-to-go situation, and an interception at the 1-yard line ended up, making things a little bit difficult for the Black Knights as they turned it over at the 1-yard line. But it did not take long after an 85-yard touchdown run for the Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlanders. With 5:11 to go here in the first half, Chuckey-Doak knows that if they score here and can just, run the clock down and score and then hold on, they make it a 2-score game and they get the ball back first to start the second half. Pitch out to the right to Brayson Mervin, and Brayson Mervin with a full head of steam is going to pick up 6 yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 4. That play has worked for Chuckey-Doak so far. I think they realized that the interior of the offensive line is just not able to get the push that they need to really create the space for Brayson to operate. Brayson is a little bit shook up on the play. He's kind of bending over, doubled over right now. He's had a long season. He's had a long career. He's hurting. He's going to stay on the field, though. Play is called. Brayson is just now getting over to the side of Nick Palazzo. You got Brock Rush, Isaiah Treadway. It's not Treadway, that's Marco Rojas here. And that pass is going to be incomplete, knocked away over the middle. Did not see, that was Ben Reese. Ben Reese knocked that pass away for the Highlanders. Really good defense. Rush was open. He had this. I mean, he was underneath the safety. The pass was thrown just a little bit too soon. He was underneath the safety. It's a great route. He ran underneath the safety on that post route, but the ball was thrown just a little bit too soon. It wasn't really thrown behind him. It was a good ball as far as it goes, but it's thrown too soon because Ben Reese was able to stick his paw out there and knock it away. And so it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for Chuckey-Doak. Palazzo's going to roll out here. He's got a man. He's got Brock Rush. It's going to be a great pass and a great catch. What an incredible play for the Black Knights. Really good route. It was that levels play. They had 3 routes, deep, middle, short. Brock Rush was the middleman, and great throw by Nick Palazzo, just getting it over the head of the linebacker, dropping it in there, and then Brock Rush climbing the ladder and catching that pass. It's going to bring up 1st down and goal for the Black Knights. We've seen this story before. Can they punch it in? Great play. I can't express that enough. Handoff Brayson Mervin, and Brayson Mervin is going to get into the end zone. It's going to be the first touchdown of the night for Chuckey-Doak. And ladies and gentlemen, we have a pulse in Lower Afton. We have cowbells, we have pom-poms, we have people cheering in Lower Afton. We've seen this story play out before. We've seen a Gatlinburg-Pittman team come off the mountain all the way down the highway, and they pull into Lower Afton, get up big, and then slowly, methodically, Chuckey-Doak is able to get back into the game. I'm not saying that's what's going to happen. There's still 4 minutes to go in this half, and Gatlinburg-Pittman's offense has been clicking on all cylinders, firing on all cylinders. Marco Rojas' kick is up, and it is good. And it's going to bring the score to 21-7. And we said it just a minute ago. I mentioned it. It's a 2-score game. It's a 21-7 game right now. There's still 4:10 to go. That's still time for Gatlinburg-Pittman to extend their lead, but it's also still a lot of time left for Chuckey-Doak to get a stop. They have all 3 timeouts. They can get a stop. They can get a turnover. They can force a turnover. Chuckey-Doak still has an opportunity to do things to help themselves out. If Chuckey-Doak are able to get the ball back, whether they force a turnover on downs, whether they force a punt, whether they get a turnover itself, if Chuckey-Doak is able to get the ball back and punch it in before the first half is over, they make it a 1-score game and they get the ball to start the second half. This game is a 2-score game, but if you are here, I don't know if you can get the feeling coming through your television screen, your phone screen, whatever you're watching this here on Grassroots Media. I don't know if you can feel the just flat environment that has been Lower Afton. But the interception by Dominic Atchison and that 2-play sequence there with the incredible throw and catch from Palazzo to Rush and the untouched 10-yard walk-in by Brayson Mervin. What you see at times like this Chuckey-Doak team is offensively good enough to move the ball at will against this Gatlinburg-Pittman team. Defensively, though, they can't just hope that Brady Hammonds makes a mistake and throws it right to their defender. They have to tackle in space. They have to establish an edge. If they can do that, they can get back in this ballgame. Marco Rojas set to kick it away. Another little pooch kick, and a fair catch is called for at the 30-yard line by Whitman Whaler. And 4-0, they run off 5 seconds on that. I don't know about that. But it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30-yard line, 4 minutes and 5 seconds to go. Gatlinburg-Pittman has 70 yards to try to extend their lead here in this one. Chuckey-Doak is hoping that they can find some momentum defensively here. They're hoping that they can find some momentum defensively and get things going here, go into halftime on a positive note, knowing they get the ball back first. Be a play action fake, a little double move, and Whitman Whaley's got him. It's a great ball by Brady Hammond. He's going to be tackled out of bounds after a first down. That was a well-designed play, well-executed play. If you didn't see what happened there, it was a play-action fake to Matthew Bowling in the backfield. It was a double move. Whitman Whaley does a little stop and go, a little hitch route. Great job with the route. Great shoulder fake by Brady Hammonds there in the backfield, and really a beautiful ball to get over the head of the corner but underneath the safety. Great job right there by Brady Hammonds on that really the whole play. The design was great. The execution was great. The throw was great. Not a lot you can say from Chuckey-Doak. It's just a great offensive play. Hammonds is going to hand it off this time. So we hand off to Matthew Bowling, and Matthew Bowling is going to be into the secondary for the defense, and he's going to be untouched. That is exactly what you didn't need if you were Chuckey-Doak. I don't know that a single Black Knight touched him. And so essentially, in 20 seconds, almost, 17 seconds, the Highlanders are moved down the field in 2 plays, 70 yards. 2 plays, 70-yard scoring drive is not what you want, because now, even if you score before halftime, if you're Chuckey-Doak, you still just bring it back to a 2-score game. Snap's good, hold is good, kick is good. We'll take a break. 3:47 remaining here in the first half. Gatlinburg-Pittman now ahead, 28, Chuckey-Doak 7. At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. We're back here on Grassroots Media, the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. And Brock Rush is deep to receive the kick from Carlton Giesling. 3:47 remaining here in the second quarter, in the first half. Chuckey-Doak now down 3 scores again. They brought it within 2. They're now down 3 scores. This kickoff looks like it's going to go into the end zone. And if you are the Highlanders, you are thankful for that. Absolutely thankful for the fact that Brock Rush is not going to get to have his paws on the football right there. Again, it's a 3-score game. The way this game has played out, the way Gatlinburg-Pittman's offense is playing, and the way that Chuckey-Doak's defense is playing, 3 scores seems like an insurmountable lead. It's not. We've seen Chuckey-Doak's offense. It's not an insurmountable lead. But you have to wake up on the defensive side of the ball. You have to stop giving up 40, 50, 60-yard touchdown runs. Snaps back to Palazzo. It's going to be a little swing pass out to Brock Rush. He makes the first man miss, and he makes the next 2 men miss and turns a loss of about 2 into a gain of 4, because why not? Why not? When you are literally a Houdini of high school football, why can't you just make the first man miss and then have 2 guys right on top of you? Why can't you do that? Palazzo back, 2nd down and 7. Handoff Brayson Mervin. Brayson Mervin's going to get 3 yards before he is taken down. Bring up 3rd down and 4. 3rd down and 4. Clock is ticking. Clock still continues to tick away.
Make the 3rd down.
Not a lot of rush here. Again, I mean, there's plenty of time to score if you're Chuckey-Doak, but you do not want to leave a lot of time on the clock for Gatlinburg-Pittman the way they're playing right now. Roll out, Nick Palazzo. Good defense by Gatlinburg-Pittman. He's going to be forced to just pull it down and run it, and he's going to be tackled down out of bounds. We're going to go fourth down. It's going to be a loss of 2, loss of 3. We'll see where it's spotted. Fourth down and 7. A couple things bad about that. You lose 3 yards. Puts in a position where you really don't have an opportunity to say, we're going to go for it on fourth down. Don't know that you would, but you definitely don't have that opportunity now. Second thing is that, you know, he gets tackled out of bounds, and so the clock stops with 2:17 remaining here in the half. And that is, the way this game has gone so far, that's enough time for Gatlinburg-Pittman to score twice. Great kick, Isaiah Treadway, and it's going to roll all the way down to the 35-yard line. And rolls down to the 35-yard line. Gatlinburg-Pittman's going to take over first down and 10. You know, 65 yards to go, 2 minutes and 7 seconds. The last drive was 17 seconds, 2 plays. Don't need a whole lot of time to score. They've shown that. We'll see what they decide to do here. I mean, you know, you would think that they're going to try to just run it just to get to halftime, but they've been running it, and that's kind of been where their chunk plays have been. Outside of the one big pass play to Whitman Whaley on the last drive, most of their yards have come on the ground so far tonight. Right now you have an empty backfield, trips to the near side here. And this is going to be everything you can get. Receiver falls down. Brady Hammond steps up. He's going to run for it, and he's going to run out of bounds after a gain of about 13. It's going to bring up another first down and 10, and we are now under 2 minutes to play here in the first half. So good defense by the Black Knights there. They do a good job of coverage. You know, they're in coverage for a long time. And receiver falls down. I mean, he was covered. I don't know that there was a lot of room there, but falls down over the middle. I think that was Carlos Orr. He falls down around the logo. It's like the logo just reached up and pulled him down. But Brady Hammond says, you know what? There's nobody out in front of me. I'm going to pull it down, tug it down, and I'm going to run. And he picks up 12 and another first down for Gatlinburg-Pittman. Again, I said that, you know, this is Carlos Orr. He's going to make another little stop route. He's going to make a move, and he's going to be tackled out of bounds after another gain of about 14 yards. And 2 plays in, we've moved 26 yards down the field. I said that I thought that maybe they would just run the ball, but instead they've thrown it. And not only have they thrown it, but they've gotten out of bounds on both plays so far in this drive. Empty backfield again. Dropping back to pass. He's got a man. He's going to throw it deep. It's a beautiful ball, but is that ball caught? That ball was caught. That ball was caught. The flag is going to fly because of taunting. That ball was caught off the back of the Chuckey-Doak defender. I did not see the number. He threw it up. That was literally just a throw-up 50-50 ball. Going to see if my guy can go up and get it. And it looked like Chuckey-Doak was going to just easy interception. It was overthrown. The ball was overthrown right into his hands. But Gatlinburg-Pittman, the trailing receiver, just continues to run, and it's like he just picked it off the back of Chuckey-Doak's defender. So there is going to be I'm imagining there's going to be a personal foul taunting call. Unsportsmanlike penalty. You know, I get it. I mean, sure, whatever. The problem is that was an incredible play. I'm not really sure how you tell a teenage kid when they make a play like that to not like. I mean, I wasn't down there. Maybe he said something. Maybe he like looked directly at a Chuckey-Doak defender and said something. If that's the case, sure. But if he just looks into the end zone like it looked like he did and just screams because of the play he just made, I think you just got to let that go, man. I think you just got to let that go. It was a great play. Great play. Really, it was a beautiful ball. It just was a very overthrown ball, but just continued to kind of track that down like a center fielder, never gave up on it, and made the play. Brady Hammonds rolls out to the right, and it's going to be overthrown. It's going to be incomplete, bring up second down and 10. Second down and 10 from the, I don't see the spot,
No good.
the 14 or 16, 17-yard line. Second down and 10 from the 16-yard line. And Gatlinburg-Pittman has said, I don't know if this is a case of, we've got all these yards running we didn't expect to have in the first half. We're going to air it out because, we get one more score, go up 35-7. I mean, again, like we talked about earlier, they definitely want to rest some starters in the second half knowing that the playoffs are coming up next week. And Hammond's going to do a little pitch pass to Whitman Whaley. That is going to be considered a pass, and he's going to go around the end. He's going to run over a defender at the goal line. No, they're going to mark him shy of the goal line.
Hands the ball over to Whaley.
And it's going to be first and goal. He lowered his shoulder. It was a good tackle. I didn't see who made the tackle. Isaiah Ely maybe? Or Isaiah Treadway. Time out, Gatlinburg-Pittman. And we'll stay right here because we're going to have quite a bit of a time here with the halftime show. And we'll stay right here. But right now, this has been, it's the scoreboard shows you. The eye test shows you. If you've been watching this game,
Timeout call by Gatlinburg-Pittman.
this game has really been all Gatlinburg-Pittman so far. And Gatlinburg-Pittman has it first and goal on the 1-yard line. And, Chuckey-Doak hasn't stopped them all night. I don't know that they're going to stop them here on the goal line. Maybe they do, but we're looking right now at, it's a real possibility that Chuckey-Doak is going to go into halftime down 35-7, at least 34-7. They're going to definitely be down 28-7, barring an interception, return for a touchdown, or a fumble return for a touchdown. Minute 26 to go. First down and goal for Gatlinburg-Pittman on the 1-yard line. Checking with the sideline to get the right play call. Hammonds takes the snap, hands it off to Matthew Bowling, and Matthew Bowling is going to tiptoe into the end zone. Touchdown.
Taking the bear on the carry. Touchdown, Highlanders.
Touchdown, Matthew Bowling. I could have been saying that that's Matthew Bowling all night. It may not be. That may be Tegan Avera, and I believe it is. 18, not 12. It's Tegan Avera. It's the first time camera's been in tight, and I've gotten to see. This is going to be a touchdown. Is going to be taken off the board, I believe. It is. It's a chop block. Touchdown is taken off the board.
Foul called on the Highlanders.
Excuse me. And it's going to remain 28-7. And if you are Chuckey-Doak, that's a big deal. That's a 15-yard penalty. Backs them up. Minute 22 to go. It's going to be first and goal from the 15-yard line. 16-yard line. Snap back. Hammonds is looking. Hammonds is looking. He's got nowhere to go. He's going to pull it down and run. He's going to escape for momentarily. Bring up second down and goal from the 10-yard line. And we have a timeout. Second timeout by Gatlinburg-Pittman. Again, we're going to stay right here. After that second timeout called by Gatlinburg-Pittman, we got a minute 11 to go here in this first half. Again, I said I've been calling it Matthew Bowling all night. It's not Matthew Bowling. It's not number 12. It's number 18, and I should have known that. Tegan Avera, really good running back. Tegan Avera is going to take it the distance there. Earlier, he also got that little 1-yard touchdown run right there, but it was called back. So the lead would have been 34-7 Gatlinburg-Pittman. Is still 28-7 Gatlinburg-Pittman as the chop block. That's kind of a, it's a tough call there. I don't understand why you get a chop block on the goal line. It feels like, they're going to be submarining underneath. You just fall down. I don't know. But Chuckey-Doak is happy to see that penalty called because instead of a touchdown comes off the board, backs them up 15 yards in a goal-to-go situation, makes it first and goal, and now it's going to be second goal from the 10. So good defense right there if you're Chuckey-Doak. A compressed field being only 10 yards outside of the end zone, great defense, a little zone play. And Gatlinburg-Pittman was not able, Brady Hammonds, I will say, was not able to find any space in the end zone, a soft spot in the zone. And he had to pull it down, and after a gain of only 5, it's going to bring up second and goal from the 10-yard line for the Highlanders. Minute 11 to go here. Be a flag. It's going to be delay a game or false start. False start. Going to back them up 5 yards. So it was first and goal from the 15. 5-yard game. Maybe it's second goal from the 10. Now it's going to be second goal from the 15. Chuckey-Doak is going to take that for sure. All day and twice on Sunday. This has actually been a relatively clean first half. Until this last minute or so, there's not been a ton of penalties. I think most of the penalties have been on the extra points, actually. So empty backfield, trips bunch to the left. And Hammonds has got his man over the middle, but he makes a terrible throw, and he's going to be picked off. I don't know. They're going to say it's incomplete. We're going to clip that replay, and we'll look at it at halftime to see. I thought he caught it. I thought he came up with that. But instead, it's going to be 3rd down and goal. Really good. It was a great route. Carlos Orr, the ball was thrown just behind him. Brady Hammonds throws it behind him. He sticks his hand out, tips it up. If he doesn't tip it up, it's definitely picked and possibly running back the other way. But the ball falls, according to the official, harmlessly to the ground. Timeout, Chuckey-Doak. So I think what has happened, and I can't be sure, but I think what has happened is that somebody somewhere has called down to these two coaches and said, hey, guys, I don't know if you know this or not, but there's only 2 minutes to go in the first half, and neither one of you have called a timeout. And both of them looked at each other and said, you know what? That's right. We got to start calling timeouts because they have called collectively 3 timeouts in the past 45 seconds. And I really don't know why. Outside of the fact that you just can't take them with you. And that's a philosophy that I would most of the time agree with. But it is 28-7. And, defensively right now it makes a little bit more sense for Chuckey-Doak because this is a huge play. You keep them out of the end zone right here. You keep it a 3-score game knowing that you get the ball back to start the half. And you go into the half. You go into the half with – it's the first time all night that you've really pushed them to the limit here. After they scored the touchdown that was called back, they've not had a net yard gained after the penalties yet. It's 3rd down and goal from the 15. You can rest assured that this ball is going to be in the hands of Brady Hammond. Obviously, he's the quarterback. Trips to the far side. He's going to drop back. He's looking that way. He's got Whitman Whaley, but he's going to throw it over the middle to Carlos Orr, and Carlos Orr is going to catch it, and it's going to be a touchdown. Gatlinburg-Pittman. Trips to that side. Whitman Whaley runs a little wheel route, and that's who I think everybody here in the black hole thought that ball was going to. But instead, Carlos Orr across the middle finds the soft spot in that defense, sets down right at the goal line, turns around, catches that pass, touchdown Gatlinburg-Pittman. Makes your new score 34-7. It's going to be offsides again. Again, I think that 70% or more of the penalties in this game in the first half have been on extra point tries. I don't get it. I mean, maybe you're just trying to get out in front and block the kick. I don't know. Either way, it's declined. Carlton Geesley. And the kick is up, and it is good. Extend your lead. Gatlinburg-Pittman, 35. Chuckey-Doak, 7. And we will again stay right here as we have halftime coming up. I've said that multiple times. I thought this half would be over, 15, 20 minutes ago. 15, 20 minutes ago, I thought this half would be over. It is not over yet. And we have 56 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Gatlinburg-Pittman with a commanding 35-7 lead. You don't really like to talk about this. This is not what you thought was going to happen when you came into the season in this game. It's not what you really thought was going to happen when you came into this game tonight, even with the way that the chips have fallen ended up. But you thought this game was going to be a little bit tighter. You knew it certainly had the potential to be lopsided, maybe not this early in the game, but you knew it had the potential to be lopsided. But Chuckey-Doak's got to get some things right. they have to get some things right. And they're going to have halftime to be able to talk about it. Because if Gatlinburg-Pittman scores another time, I believe that would put the running clock in motion. And that's not something that I think we expected to see out of this game. Giesling's kick is going to be returnable. Rush is going to field it at the 1. He's going to make a couple people miss. He makes 4 men miss before he's finally brought down. And the clock's going to stop. 47 seconds to go. First down and 10, Chuckey-Doak. They're going to have it on their own 22-yard line, 20-yard line. And I don't know what we'll see right here. You know, you're either going to hand it off and try to get to the half, take a knee and get to the half, or you're going to take some shots. And I don't know why you wouldn't take a shots at all. Be a little toss play again to Brayson Mervin. Brayson Mervin's going to find some room on the outside and lower to boom. Pretty hard hit there for Brayson Mervin. He's able to get up, shake it off, head back to the huddle. Time's going to tick away. Looks like Coach Kaler and company are going to be fine with just going to halftime, as they do not have to run another play. The play clock and the game clock are in sync. That's not something you see all the time, but it is in sync, and they do not have to run another play. Looks like they might. They're going to run one more play, or maybe not. And they're going to – okay. So the play clock and the game clock were maybe a millisecond apart, and the official threw the flag, but the white hat said, no, it's the end of the half. We're going to go to halftime. At halftime, Gatlinburg-Pittman leads Chuckey-Doak in a score that I did not see coming, nor did most people that are in attendance here, as you can tell by just the atmosphere that has been put into this place right now. But at halftime, Gatlinburg-Pittman leads Chuckey-Doak 35-7, and been a really slow start. Chuckey-Doak will get the ball to start the half in the second half, and we'll go to halftime here on Grassroots Media in the Korner Pond Friday Night Lights on Thursday, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. At Korner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Korner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Korner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Korner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommie's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommie's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommie's a call at 638-3662.
Pizza Inn offers contactless buffet to go with JoJo's Family Feast or anything on our menu for carryout. We also honor birthday parties and cater to businesses and large events. We make it easy. Call us today. Pizza Inn Greeneville.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. While you're there, shop our general store for souvenirs, gifts, and cellular accessories. In a hurry, grab a cold drink and a hot dog to go. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Hometown Realty of Greeneville is selling Greeneville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greeneville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greeneville today, 423-639-2345.
Community minded, just like you. Community minded, that's for sure it's true.
You care about the future of this community. You grew up here. You've raised a family here. Your life is here. So is ours. Greeneville Federal Bank, member FDIC. Banking made easy.
Community minded, just like you.
Remember those days when life was simpler and every corner held a treasure just waiting to be discovered? Pettit's Market was a place where memories were made and where stories were woven. Here you'll find more than just goods. You'll find a piece of the past wrapped in the embrace of today. Pettit's Market is where neighbors become friends, friends become family, and good food and love holds everything together. So step inside, make memories, eat good, and leave happy. Pettit's Market, the little store with a big welcome. Busted pipes got you down? Need a utility line trenched out? Whatever your light backhoe needs, groundhog trenching is the solution. Groundhog trenching does the digging so you don't have to. Whether you need to bore under the driveway, sidewalk, road, or maybe you just need help with your next livestock burial, groundhog trenching can do the job. Give us a call or even send us a text today to find out how the groundhog can help on your next project. Call 423-823-8308. That's 423-823-8308. The mission at TRC Logistics is providing independent advice and identifying the right fit for you. Services are sourced and procured based on solution specifications provided by our supply chain solution. TRC Logistics has the freight management experience you need with the quality you can depend on. Customer service is our goal, not increased profit margins. The mission at TRC Logistics is simple: to provide high-quality services in a timely manner. Our team caters to each project's specific needs to ensure excellence. When service matters, TRC Logistics is the solution.
offers contactless buffet to go with JoJo's Family Feast or anything on our menu for carryout. We also honor birthday parties and cater to businesses and large events. We make it easy. Call us today. Pizza in Greeneville.
Tommie's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommie's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommie's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommie's a call at 638-3662.
Let's hear it for the Chuckey-Doak High School Marching Band, Paranormal. Special thanks to our band sponsors, Heritage Bank, Alexander and Reeves Disability Group, Sleep Solutions, Durham Nursing Home, Lynn Hope Towing, Boomco. Special thanks to our band boosters organization for their dedication and support.
And we're back here. Grassroots Media, Corner Pond, Friday night on a Thursday. Friday night lights, Thursday night lights, whatever night we play on lights. Presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Chuckey-Doak is set to receive the opening kickoff. And Carlton Giesling will kick it deep. And when he does, Brock Rush, this has been the end of the field where Brock Rush, I guess maybe the wind, the ball has not been sailing through the end zone. So we'll see if Rush gets another opportunity to make some magic happen for the Black Knights. It'll be a one-hopper, and he's going to field it in the end zone, and it is going to be a touchback. Chuckey-Doak's going to take over 1st and 10 to start the third quarter at their own 25-yard line. So they'll have it 1st and 10 on the 25, and as they, they're going to have to get something going offensively here. They have no more time to waste. They absolutely have no more time to waste. They've got to play a perfect second half. And I mean, not only on offense, but absolutely on defense as well. Hand off Brayson Mervin. He's going to make a couple moves in the backfield. And he breaks one tackle at the line of scrimmage. He's going to fall forward after a gain of 3. Going to bring up 2nd down and 7, I believe. Really good job of getting out from behind the line of scrimmage. Good vision there in the hole, being shifty in the hole. I'm sorry, it's going to be 2nd down and 6. And then getting outside, finding a hole, falling forward for about 4 yards. Really a pretty good job there. Second down and 6, clock's ticking away. Lazo is going to take the call to the huddle. Rojas and Rush to this side. You've got doubles to this side. Isaiah Treadway is going to go in motion. It's going to be a handoff. Brayson Mervin, and he's going to be swallowed up in the backfield. It's going to be a loss of 1, going to bring up 3rd down and 7. Tried to get Isaiah Treadway going in motion to confuse the defense. Maybe think that was going to be a little bit of a pitch, get them going east and west, but just a good job of the linebackers reading their keys, seeing that ball being handed to Mervin. And good job up front by Gatlinburg-Pittman, controlling the line of scrimmage, getting in the backfield, and making the play. 3rd down and 7 for the Black Knights. Same formation. Treadway out to the boundary on the top side. That ball is severely overthrown of Brock Rush. And it's going to be 4th down and 7. That ball was, I'm assuming that ball was to Brock Rush. I don't know if Rush ran a wrong route, if he was supposed to be a little bit deeper than what he was, but his route, maybe his route was a little more shallow than what Palazzo thought he was going to be. Either way, they were not on the same page, and that ball sails about 20 yards over the head. Not really over the head. It really wasn't a very high thrown ball. It was just deep, again, which makes me think maybe he thought Rush was going to be a little bit deeper than what he was. Either way, 4th and 7. Treadway back to punt. He gets it away, does the left-footed kicker. Great bounce. Tegan Avera, is that Carlos Orr? Penalty flag is going to be on the play. And this one is coming back. It's going to end up being tackled. He's going to be tackled at about the 3-yard line, but it's not going to matter. This ball is coming back. It's going to be Austin Smith was hit hard. And I don't know if that's going to be like a blindside block. Definitely was a defenseless player there for Chuckey-Doak, and he was rocked. Austin Smith was. But it was not a clean hit by any stretch of the imagination right there. So under 10 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And Gatlinburg-Pittman's going to have it 1st and 10, but they're going to be deep in their own territory as that penalty is going to be at the 39-yard line. It's going to back them up 15 yards. They're going to be down at about the 24-yard line on the play. That's going to be a little bit deeper. So they threw the flag at the 39. Now they've backed it up to the 38. So it's going to be, should be marked off 15 yards to the 23. It'll be first down and 10 at the 23. Officials are discussing. Maybe they're discussing the spot. I don't know that the hit should be discussed. That is textbook defenseless player. You just can't do that. I mean, it's you know, the player was already 5 yards behind Austin Smith, and he was just waylaid from behind. And you know, it took him a while to get up. Smith was slow to get up there. So we're still having a discussion, making sure that we get it right, making sure we get spots right. Going to get the call here. Blindside block is what the call is going to be. 15-yard penalty. Personal foul. Chuckey-Doak. And I don't know what the personal foul was.
Called against the Highlanders. Personal
So
foul called against the Knights.
I didn't see the personal foul. I didn't see the personal foul. But at the same time, the play spanned from literally the spot of the foul of the original play all the way to the 4-yard line. So the penalty could have come any time there. Those are going to probably offset. Are they going to go back 15 and then up 15? What are they going to do here?
And the blindside block pushes the Highlanders back.
Okay.
First and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman.
I don't really know how to explain what just Gatlinburg-Pittman had 15 yards for the blindside block. They declined the personal foul penalty, which would have offset it. I guess maybe because they would have had to punt it again. I don't know. But they declined it so they didn't have to punt again, and now they're going to take it. It's going to be handed off to – that looks like number 12.
Ball was handed off. Tegan Avera.
It was not. It was 18, Tegan Avera. I have terrible eyesight, apparently.
The stop was Isaiah Treadway.
The
But it is a first and 10 for
clock
the
is
Highlanders.
stopped, and it's going to be a first and 10. It's enough for a first down. I'm all confused here. I was confused at first. I guess the reason why Gatlinburg-Pittman didn't take the penalty was because it would have offset and probably just replayed fourth down. And, I mean, I don't know. I don't know why you wouldn't have taken that. I don't know. But anyhow, they take the penalty, and quickly they're up to where they would have been originally. Snap, handoff. A lot of room to move. Jaden Jones, he's going to pick up enough for a first down. Brought down inbounds, and there's going to be another flag.
Ball caught by Cecilia Rodriguez. Flag on the play.
You know, I'm not really sure why we're getting chippy here in this game at this point. Again, Jaden Jones on the carry. I believe that's Jaden Jones. Let me make sure. Yeah, it is Jaden Jones on the carry. And penalty at the end of the play. Unsportsmanlike conduct, Chuckey-Doak. Just can't have that, man. I know things are chippy. I know things, you know, you're getting beat 35-7. But you need to settle down. You've got to settle down because you can make this worse. And you don't want to make it worse. You still have a game next week. You still play football next week. I don't really care who you're going to play. It's a challenge. Anytime you strap on the pads, anytime you play, you know, it doesn't matter who you're playing. None of that should matter. And you know, sometimes you just gotta man up and play and stop getting the silly. I'm gonna say it, the stupid penalties. Seriously, just stop. Make the tackle. Get up. Go back to the huddle and play the play. Brady Hammond's in trouble and he's gonna throw it away. Pretty smart decision there for Hammonds.
That pass was no good.
Bring up second down and 10. Good coverage defense there. Chuckey-Doak has played pretty well on the back end. You know, Brady Hammonds has quite a bit of yards. It's just because he's able to have a lot of attempts. Gatlinburg-Pittman's had the ball a lot this game on offense. But they've done a good job of playing good defense and allowing their defensive line to try to get back there. And that handoff's going to be again to Tegan Avera. He's going to make a couple moves in the hole. It's going to be enough for a first down. Clock's going to stop momentarily. Bring up first down and 10. Tiganavera is going to add to his total on the night. Highlanders move deeper into Chuckey-Doak territory. First down and 10 from the 23-yard line. Going in motion, and that's going to be a penalty.
Flag on the play.
False start from Tiganavera. Tiganavera moved a little bit early. Bag them up 5 yards, going to bring up first down and 15. It is a windy night in the Black Hole. First down, 15 to go. Clock will continue running after the penalty call. We have trips to this side. Carlos Orr and Whitman Whaley on the same side here on the near side. We roll to the left. And a great route, a great ball. Could not haul it in. Carlos Orr. I said Carlos Orr was on this side, but he wasn't. He was on that side. He ran a really good out route. Well-timed pass, rolling to the left. Good job there. But ball was placed exactly where it needed to be. It hit Carlos Orr in the hands. He just wasn't able to bring it in.
Second and 15.
Clock stopped at just under 8.5 to go here in the third quarter. Hammonds drops back. Looks, he's got a man over the middle, and he's going to be caught, but he's not going to gain any yards after the catch. And that is Carlos Orr. He's slow to get up. And it's not going to be enough for a first down. It's going to bring up third down and 4. Call it third down and 4. And David Brooks trying to get the crowd up, and nobody's responding here in Lower Afton. Nobody responding to the third down call. It's third down and 4. Big third down and 4. Got to keep him out of the end zone. Snap back to Brady Hammond. Brady Hammond is looking. He's got his man. It's Walt Whitman. It's Whitman Whaley. And it is going to be out of bounds. It's going to be enough for a first down. Should be first and, we'll see where they spot it. First and 10 from the, are they going to spot it at the 10? No. First and 10 from the Chuckey-Doak 12.
Good enough for a first down.
North Green on Cosby right now. Third quarter, 11 minutes to go. 14-0 North Green. And we are as wide as we can be over there. Is Gatlinburg-Pittman handoff up the middle. Tiganavera is going to run to the corner of the end zone. He's going to make it. It's going to be a touchdown. Gatlinburg-Pittman touchdown. Tiganavera.
Flag on the play.
Yeah, there is a flag. We'll see if that flag is going to bring it back or not. It looks like it's going to bring it back. Official giving the number here. Going to be a holding call. So it is going to be a touchdown. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Gatlinburg-Pittman. Again, this game is, one-sided, lopsided, 35-7 in the first half. But it was a relatively clean game in the first half. It's starting to devolve into what it shouldn't devolve into right now with these personal fouls, these unsportsmanlike penalties. And, you're going to see more of those because as the players get chippier on the field, the officials are going to use the power of the flag to try to keep things at bay and try to keep any kind of animosity between the two at bay. So, touchdown stands. Penalty is called. I don't know if it'll be on the kick. Really doesn't matter. Carlton Giesling has been perfect on the night on extra points. He's also been nearly perfect on touchbacks. He's only had 2 that have been returnable. One nearly hurt him as Brock Rush returned it for right around 55 yards earlier in the first half. So after a brief pause for whatever reason to get set, we're ready to go. Play clock is blown into motion. Snap, kick, good. Your new score. Gatlinburg-Pittman 42, Chuckey-Doak 7. We'll be back right here on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing on Grassroots Media. At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. And we're back here on Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. The penalty, the personal foul penalty on the touchdown play, will be assessed on the kickoff. And I said that I didn't think that it would matter, but I think we're going to have a new kicker in the game. And I don't have a number, so I can't tell you a name. We're going to have a new kicker in the game for Gatlinburg-Pittman, so I don't know if that means that we're going to see subs on both offense and defense. Again, I mentioned to you earlier that I did think that Gatlinburg-Pittman would be looking to get some subs in the game in the second half. We're at least seeing a sub at the kicker position, a little pooch kick. And it's going to be fair caught by Dominic Atchison. The clock is going to start, and I believe we will have a running clock the rest of the game unless Chuckey-Doak is able to put some points on the board here in the third quarter. And Chuckey-Doak's offense will come back out, and it appears that we're going to have most of the starters for Gatlinburg-Pittman's defense. And I would say that as long as we got an official timeout, I would say that as long as Chuckey-Doak's first string offense will be on the field, that so will Gatlinburg-Pittman's defense. But I would say on offense, and well, I mean, I don't know how long that lasts either. And again, I can't see numbers. I don't know who's been subbed in and who's been subbed out. But I would say on offense, Brady Hammonds, Whitman Whaley, Carlos Orr, Tegan Avera, I would say they're all finished. So we're having something going on with the officials here. I'm not sure. Yeah, an official they're calling the official from the booth. And the side judge is coming down. The side judge is down there getting some water. The assistant referee, I guess the backup referee, is coming down to take his place. And he's going to go up in the booth, and I guess he's going to continue to hydrate. I don't know if he's cramping, hurting. I don't know what's going on. But he took himself out of the game, if you will. So we're going to get back going here in just a second. 6:32 remaining here in the third quarter. Gatlinburg-Pittman leads Chuckey-Doak 42-7. They're up big right now in this game. And, Chuckey-Doak's going to have to score to get the clock to be able to stop again. It is a running clock situation. We will wait until the official finally makes it back up. It's not there yet. And now the clock is going. A little swing pass is going to be out in front, and Isaiah Treadway catches the bounce pass and takes off. He's getting ready for basketball season. It's coming up soon enough. Black Knights do have a game next week, presumably against Alcoa, on the road at Alcoa. And again, I've said it before. I mean, I don't know why you play the game if you don't plan on winning. I don't care who you're playing, what sport you're playing. You always, you suit up with the intent in mind to win the game. So even if you're going on the road to Alcoa, you're going to try to win that football game no matter what. No matter what. Doesn't matter. But Isaiah Treadway catching that bounce pass and acting like nothing ever happened. Handoff, Brayson Mervin. And after a gain of about 4, we'll call it 4, bring up 3rd down and 6. believe we're going to have an injury timeout as Gatlinburg-Pittman has a player in late October who looks like he's cramping on the field. And there is a wind sweeping through Lower Afton right now that I think would sweep away Dorothy. It is Halloween weekend coming up. And
near the 49-yard line.
Clock's going again now. 3rd down and 6. Marco Rojas to the short side. Brock Rush in the slot. Treadway, top of your screen. Palazzo rolls out to the left, gets it out to Brayson Mervin, cuts back to the middle of the field where there's nobody at, runs over a Gatlinburg-Pittman Highlander, and that's going to be enough for a 1st down and 10. Really good play design, really good play execution, and Chuckey-Doak's in business. 1st down. Just under 5 minutes to play. Palazzo takes the snap, rolls out to the right. He's going to throw it. It's going to be picked off. It's going to be picked off. There's going to be a block in the back. The flag comes out. It's going to be a touchdown. Brayson Mervin's not even going to chase him down. He sees those flags. It's going to be a touchdown momentarily, but it's coming back because there was a clear block in the back right after the interception, right at about the line of scrimmage. And it's going to be an interception, but it's coming back. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Depending on that spot, where that spot looks like, it's going to be at about the 30 or the 26-yard line, 27-yard line, 23-yard line, actually. We'll see whenever they actually spot it, but pretty clear block in the back. So it is a block in the back, 15-yard penalty. They're going to march them back, and it's going to be 1st down and 10, the Highlanders at the Highlander 27-yard line.
Block in the back called on the Highlanders. However, they do get the ball. The interception is good. 1st and 10.
So the interception does stand. Clock is still rolling. Kind of sneaks up on me. Still rolling. And that's going to be handoff. We've got some new people in the game. Handoff. Breaks a couple of tackles and running down the field. He's going to break 1 tackle, and Braden Maples is going to go the distance. 1 play and out the gate, Braden Maples. Braden Maples going 6, I guess it would be 68 yards. First play of the game for Braden. First snap he's seen. And as soon as he gets it, he isn't touched around the left edge. He's not touched for about 8-9 yards. And as soon as he is, it's just an arm tackle. He breaks through that arm tackle, and there is nobody going to slow him down. Braden Maples gallops 68 yards for the touchdown. And Gatlinburg-Pittman has opened this one up big time. And they're going to go for 2 with their 2nd string in. Rolling out to the left. It's John Keohane. John Keohane, it's no good on the 2-point conversion. It doesn't matter. New score, Gatlinburg-Pittman 48, Chuckey-Doak 7. We'll be back right after this here on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing on Grassroots Media. Tommie's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommie's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommie's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommie's a call at 638-3662. We're back here in Lower Afton, and Gatlinburg-Pittman is set to kick it off. Carlton Giesling is back in the game. I'm not sure why they put him back in. I guess maybe now that they're back up to the 40-yard line, they're hoping he can kick it through the end zone and negate a return. And that is going to definitely be returnable. It's too high. He's going to field it at about the 10-yard line. Is Brock Rush, and Rush is going to have everybody on top of him all at once. He's going to break a tackle, and then he's not able to get away from the second one. Chuckey-Doak's going to take over. It's going to be 1st down and 10, Chuckey-Doak. And the clock is going to just continue to tick. So next week, Chuckey-Doak, again, presumably, we don't have anything confirmed. There's not any thing that's been put out and won't be probably until tomorrow. But Chuckey-Doak will presumably be on the road at Alcoa. Handoff goes nowhere. We'll say 1 yard. 2nd down and 9 for the Black Knights. Again, Brayson Mervin on the carry. This could very well be the last home games. I mean, it is the last home game, I would imagine. I don't think they've got the possibility even in the second round or beyond to host a playoff game. So this will be the last game that some of these Black Knights play on this field. Nick Palazzo drop back, throws it. Isaiah Treadway looks like he picks the ball off from Brock Rush, and he's going to pick up, we'll say 3 yards, bring up 3rd down and 6. And yeah, that ball looked like there were 2 receivers in the same spot. It looked like Rush was running a little out into the flat, and Treadway was running in. Be a flag against, it's going to be a defensive holding against Gatlinburg-Pittman, so that's going to be a 1st down. Should be. We'll see where they mark it off to. It's a personal foul, so it'll be 15 yards. It will end up being a 1st down. Chuckey-Doak will have it 1st and 10. Clock is continuing to run. Now, right at 30 seconds to play here in the 3rd quarter.
Ball spotted near the 37-yard line.
Lazo rolls out to the left. He's got Dominic Atchison. Good ball, good catch. And Atchison's going to pick up enough for a 1st down, I believe. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10. Clock is going to continue to run, though, and it's going to be the end of the 3rd quarter. It's going to bring up 1st down and 10, but we're going to be catching you on the other side of the quarter break. We're going to switch the field just real quick. This is the type of switch that the officials really like, because it's not on the other end of the field where they have to run all the way to the other end. They go from one 48 to the other 48. So this is an American flip. This is what American football was meant to be. Really simple, really easy, really lazy. Gatlinburg-Pittman up big on Chuckey-Doak after 3 quarters. Gatlinburg-Pittman 48, Chuckey-Doak 7. We'll be back for the 4th quarter of play here on Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing, right after this. Was a brief quarter interaction, and we are back ready to go. And the clock has already actually started running before the 1st snap. Another play. There's going to be a flag on the play. Atchison is able to pick up 3 yards, but there is a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is. Check the flag and see what's going to happen. It's in the area of holding something against the offense, but you never know. We'll get a call here and we'll find out. For those of you that are subscribing to our page right now, man, I appreciate that. I really do. We work hard to bring you really good coverage. It is going to be holding against Chuckey-Doak. It's going to back them up 10 yards. We work really hard to provide you the best coverage that we can. We are an extremely small staff, and I will say we have the best staff in the world. We work hard, extremely hard, and we work a lot of long hours to do what we do and provide the coverage that we do. And we hear you all the time. We hear you say thank you, and we appreciate that. We thank you as well. But, you know, we are continuing to grow, and we've got some things in the future that we're going to roll out, and we hope that you continue to support us just as you have in the past. And as Grassroots Media continues to grow, we will continue to do more and bring more and provide more for Greeneville, Greene County, and beyond. So a great block. No penalty is going to be called. Brock Rush, a good throw. Brock Rush, a good catch. It's Nick Palazzo with a good throw. It's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. It's going to bring up second down and about 15, second down 14, and really a good play to get away from that. It was a great block on the back end in the backfield there. I thought there might be a little crackback block called. He laid the lumber, but he got away with it. Palazzo's able to roll out to the right, get the ball out to Brock Rush, and Rush is able to pick up 6-7 yards on the play, bring up second down and 14 for the Black Knights. And offsides, we'll see what they call. They're going to call a false start on Chuckey-Doak, and it should not be. Well, okay. I think, I'm not sure. I don't know why the guy who came across the line of scrimmage for the defense was not penalized, why he didn't have a flag thrown on him, but he didn't. And Chuckey-Doak then did false start. They did do that. But before they did that, there was encroachment. Second down and 19. Palazzo drops back. He's got Treadway. Treadway kind of slow played it. A beautiful ball. It was a really, really good ball. Thrown to the outside shoulder. Just not able to connect. There's a flag on the play. What? I mean, goodness gracious. Can we go a play without me having to say flag on the play? These guys, they're getting ready for the postseason, baby. Pass interference defense. I mean, that probably was the case. There was a little bit of contact there. I'm sure there is nobody who is wearing a Chuckey-Doak colored shirt tonight is upset about that call. That was probably the right call. It's going to bring up first down and 10. No. It's going to bring up second down, and because it is 15, it's not automatic. It's second down and 4. It's not automatic first down in high school. So it is second down and 4 after the 15-yard penalty. It's not really where you want to be when a 15-yard penalty gives you second down and not an automatic first down. And look at that. We have a timeout. No, we don't. We have encroachment, which could have been called a few minutes ago, and it weren't. I'm kidding. It was not called. It is this time. Add another 5 yards, and that should be a first down, and it is. First down and 10. They're going to move the chains. First down and 10, and we're going to catch up to the clock here. 7:35 remaining here in the fourth quarter as it continues to tick down. I want to go back to the play there on the pass interference. It was a really good job by Isaiah Treadway. He kind of slow played the cornerback and then just kind of took off. He's got elite track speed. He can do those kinds of things, and he will beat you. He's got him beat now. But Palazzo's just not able to get it away. He does a great job of avoiding the rush, finds Marco Rojas, and they just don't wrap him up. And Rojas just continues to go and picks up more yardage on the play. It's going to bring up first down and 10 for the Black Knights. That's just a great job first off. It starts with the quarterback position. A great job by Nick Palazzo avoiding the rush. He looked for Isaiah Treadway down this near sideline. Treadway was open. There was nobody back there. He had his man beat. He was open, but Palazzo couldn't get it out. He had a man in his face. He avoids the sack. He gets out of the pocket. He rolls to the left, makes a beautiful throw to Rojas. And then Rojas says, look, man, you're not going to be able to just knock me down. You're going to have to wrap me up. Picks up another 6-7 yards. First down and 10, Chuckey-Doak. And they're looking to score to make this game a little bit tighter here in the fourth quarter as the clock continues to tick down. Palazzo's going to drop back. Now he's going to have to roll out. He's going to throw it. It's a little bit short. And Rush, I believe, is who that was. It is. Rush was trying to come back to the ball. That ball looked like it slipped coming out of Palazzo's hand. And as it slipped coming out of Palazzo's hand, it was underthrown. And Rush tries to come back to it, isn't able to get back to it. Exactly. Second down and 10. Under 6 minutes to go here at the Black Hole. Gatlinburg-Pittman leading 48-7, as you can see on your screen. This game has been all Gatlinburg-Pittman.
Quarterback on the keeper, brought down on the back.
We're going to have a clock is going to stop. We got an injured Gatlinburg-Pittman player here. Clock stops with 5:27 to go here in the fourth quarter. And actually, they're going to keep it going now. They're going to just keep the clock going now. And normally they stop it on injuries, but they are not stopping it here with the score 48-7. It is going to be third down and a long way to go. Third down and about 25 for the Black Knights here. And the clock is going to continue to run. Andrew, we know you can't wait. We can't wait. And with that being said, since we got a little bit of a time here, now they're going to stop the clock. I don't know what we're doing here. I mean, are we going to run it or are we not going to run it? I don't know. But Gregory Contracting and Excavating came over to my vacant land, and they helped get us right. They helped get us right. They helped level out, dig footers, pour footers, lay block, bust up rock. They made sure that we had everything we needed. They're going to come back and do final grading and get things right. You know, Gregory Contracting and Excavating has been a sponsor for Grassroots since the spring. When we had Drew Patterson show, they were the Drew Patterson title sponsor, and they've been with us ever since. And I'll tell you, one of the coolest things is I've known Alex for really my whole life. He is a distant family member. He is a few years younger than me. Went to West Green himself. Baseball player, played some softball with his dad. Known him for a long time, but a hard worker, has a really good company going on. But I'll tell you what was really neat was that whenever I called him and I asked him, I was kind of, is he gonna sponsor us going forward? I don't know. But when I called him and asked him if he would, and we're gonna have a offsides call here, gonna bring up 3rd and 20 instead of 3rd and 25. When I called him and asked him if he wanted to do it, the thing he said, you know what? As long as you keep supporting these kids, we'll keep supporting you. And I don't know if you've ever owned a small business or been a part of small business, but that's exactly how things work in small businesses. That's how it should be. That's why we offer sponsorship and advertisement on our channel. We reach a wide audience who is engaged, and we want to put our customers in front of that audience, and especially customers like Gregory Contracting and Excavating. As Palazzo finds a man, he's going to find a man, Isaiah Treadway, in the end zone. Really great ball. Great route by Isaiah Treadway to the corner of the end zone, but really just a good job of finding him. He was opening. Well, he had a little bit of room, but I think Palazzo said, you know what, man, I'm going to throw it to that back corner pylon. I'm going to see what happens. And what happened was that Isaiah Treadway got just enough separation that he went up and got the ball. Touchdown, Chuckey-Doak. Great play. I don't care what the score is. I like good football, and that was just good football. It was a great ball, great throw, great catch. And Chuckey-Doak going to try to kick this to make it a 48-14 score with 4:18 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Final thought, Gregory Contracting and Excavating, if you need anything, literally, land cleared, land leveled, demolition, construction, any phase of construction, call Gregory Contracting and Excavating. Look them up on Facebook. Give them a call. They're going to do right by you. They're going to, most importantly, they're going to be there when they say they're going to be there. They're going to do a great job while they're there. And as long as, companies continue to be faithful to us, we're going to be faithful to them. A little bit of a fire play, and Isaiah Treadway says, I don't need to hold this. I'm going to run it into the end zone. We don't want one, we want two. And with that 2-point conversion, there is a flag. What's new? It's good. So the flag's going to be after the play, I guess. It is. Dead ball. Personal foul against Chuckey-Doak. So it's going to be assessed on the kickoff. 2-point try is good. Is a busted play. Treadway picks it up, runs around the end, scores 48-15. We're going to take one final break, and we'll come back and we'll have the last 4 minutes and change commercial free here on Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. And we're back here on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Chuckey-Doak, after the penalty being assessed on the kickoff, is going to have to tee it up from their own 25-yard line. And Rojas has pooched it the times he's kicked it tonight. He has pooched it, and I would not imagine that he'll do anything different.
Marco Rojas to kick it off for the Knights.
And he does. It's a little pooch kick, fair catch, and that might be a penalty. They're not going to throw it.
And that ball was caught by Craig Husky.
Probably could have been a penalty. He did call for a fair catch, but it is going to be first down and 10 for Gatlinburg-Pittman in plus territory. So Pittman will come back out. And I would imagine we're going to see some subs, and we do. We saw subs on the last drive, and it only took one play. So Chuckey-Doak going to look to hopefully minimize that from happening, or keep that from happening again. Hand off again. He's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage. He's going to be upended at the line of scrimmage. It's Cecilio Rodriguez. And I can't hold on to the phone to see the roster. Great play by Elijah Elliott. It's no gain. Wrapped him up, didn't let him get away. He hit him in the backfield, wrapped up, didn't let go. Chuckey-Doak, or sorry, North Green at the end of 3 is shutting out Cosby in Cosby. It's 14-0 at the end of the third quarter. North Green over Cosby right now. Clock continuing to run now under 3 minutes. 2nd and 10, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Handoff again to Cecilio Rodriguez, and he is once again hitting the backfield, but he breaks a shoestring tackle, and he's not going to be touched again until Brock Rush chases him down, and he's going to push him into the end zone. It's going to be another touchdown. Touchdown, Gatlinburg-Pittman. Cecilio Rodriguez breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage. As he went into the line of scrimmage, he was hit, tripped, nearly fell, and then there was a massive cutback lane across the middle of the field that he was able to find. And when he hit that cutback lane, he was not touched again until Brock Rush caught him at the end zone, but all he was able to do was just kind of assist him across the goal line. And right now, Gatlinburg-Pittman has taken a commanding lead and pushed it back out to a dominating lead. Snap is good, kick is good. And on that is Brody Cravens. He is a junior kicker. Really nice kick there. That score, that touchdown, that extra point makes your new score. Gatlinburg-Pittman 55. Chuckey-Doak 15, and I can't figure it out. The clock was running all the third quarter, most of the fourth quarter. It stopped briefly on the last drive. It started again on the last drive. It has now stopped since the touchdown. There's been no consistency. Now, I could maybe misunderstand something from the rules, but if they were running it before the score when the game was closer, I'm not sure why it's not continuing to run now. And maybe once they get the tee set up, the ball gets set up, they will start running it again. We'll wait and see. And when it blows into play, we'll see if the clock starts. And it does not. And Rush fields it. Rush breaks one tackle. Rush makes another man miss. Rush makes Whitman Whaley miss. Rush makes another man miss. Rush breaks a tackle for another 5 to 10 yards, and he's finally brought down. And really just the human highlight reel doing human highlight reel things as he takes the ball, makes 3 men miss with missed tackles, breaking tackles, getting wrapped up and still going for another 8 yards. I'm going to miss watching Brock Rush play football. I'm going to miss watching Brock Rush play football for the Chuckey-Doak Black Knights. He is a fun football player to watch. Palazzo drops back. He's going to look for Isaiah Treadway again, and it's a good ball. Just a little bit deep. Just a little deep on the throw, but he had Isaiah Treadway. I'm telling you, I looked over our cameraman Kirk a second ago, and I told him point blank, honestly, there are only a few people in the state of Tennessee in his classification that can keep up with him in a sprint, let alone on a football field. I mean, we're talking like track speed, and it's elite. Brayson Mervin picks up 5 yards on the play. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Handoff to Brayson Mervin, gains a few yards.
I would expect maybe one more shot towards the end zone. It's going to be timeout Chuckey-Doak. Timeout Chuckey-Doak, and we're going to stay right here. 53 seconds to go here in this game. Maybe you draw something up. Maybe you draw something up. You draw something up here in this situation maybe to get your man the ball one more time. Take another shot to him. Isaiah Treadway, you know he's going to beat them. You know he's going to beat them down the field. He's going to have the speed to get open if they're playing man-to-man. They have been kind of shading the safety over to his side the last couple of drives just because Chuckey-Doak has taken a couple of shots there. But that's really, that's honestly, and I mean this when I say this, even next week against Alcoa, Isaiah Treadway is probably going to be the fastest man on the field. It's just what it is. He has track speed. He's built like a track athlete, and he plays the part. It's just going to be hard to beat him. It's going to be hard to defend him one-on-one. So, maybe this is the offense next week. Jalen Hyde, put him in a position where you move him all over the field, you scheme him to get him open and get him just a little bit of a crease and tell Palazzo, throw it up. Let your man come down, throw it up, and see. Clock will start again because of the rule. And again, going to be a little dump pass to Brayson Mervin, and he's going to drop it. It's going to bring up 4th down and 5, and the clock will continue to tick. So Palazzo wants one more play. He's saying call timeout, and we'll see. They are going to call timeout. And that will stop the clock, but again, it will start on the ready-to-play whistle. Because although that does stop the clock, it doesn't stop it for good. As soon as the ball is blown back into play, the game clock will also start. So, with that being said, 32 seconds to go here on senior night at Chuckey-Doak High School. And it was a really good play design. It was like a little running back wheel out into the flat, and everybody knew that ball was going to Isaiah Treadway. He ran like a little fake. It wasn't really a double move. It wasn't a double move. It wasn't a hitch route. He kind of acted like it was going to be a little screen pass. Defender comes up. He takes off down the field, which vacates that area just 5 yards down the field, and Brayson Mervin was wide open, and I think he realized how wide open he was, and that's why he dropped the pass. It's not normal for Brayson Mervin to do that, so we're going to give him the benefit of the doubt there. Ready to play has been blown in. Clock has started. It is 4th and 5. Palazzo drops back. He's under pressure, and he's going to be sacked. It's going to be a turnover on down. It's going to be 1st down and 10 for Gatlinburg-Pittman, and they will not even have to come on the field. Clock is going to run out. Palazzo slow to get up. Clock's going to run out, and it's going to be final here from Chuckey-Doak. Gatlinburg-Pittman this year comes in and says, we're not going to have a tight game tonight. And they are going to leave Lower Afton with a 40-point margin of victory in a game that I mentioned in the pregame. This game had the ability to be tight, or it could have been a blowout. Unfortunately, tonight it is a blowout. Gatlinburg-Pittman's going to take home the victory over Chuckey-Doak. Gatlinburg-Pittman 55, Chuckey-Doak 15. We'll be back right after this on the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights, presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Tommie's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommie's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommie's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommie's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommie's a call at 638-3662. Busted pipes got you down? Need a utility line trenched out? Whatever your light backhoe needs, groundhog trenching is the solution. Groundhog trenching does the digging so you don't have to. Whether you need to bore under the driveway, sidewalk, road, or maybe you just need help with your next livestock burial, groundhog trenching can do the job. Give us a call or even send us a text today to find out how the groundhog can help on your next project. Call 423-823-8308. That's 423-823-8308.
Hometown Realty of Greeneville is selling Greeneville and Greene County 1 yard at a time. Every coach knows making the right call is what makes his team successful. If you want success in moving your real estate, get the home field advantage. Make sure to make the right call. Call Hometown Realty and Auction of Greeneville. Hometown Realty offers you professional service with local hometown people you know and trust. Call Hometown Realty of Greeneville today, 423-639-2345.
Community minded, just like you. Community minded, that's for sure it's true.
You care about the future of this community. You grew up here. You've raised a family here. Your life is here. So is ours. Greeneville Federal Bank, member FDIC. Banking made easy.
Community minded, just like you.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media here. The Corner Pond Friday Night Lights presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Chuckey-Doak does fall tonight to Gatlinburg-Pittman 55-15 in the final Region 1 game of the year. This is the final week of the season. Chuckey-Doak finishes the season at 6-4. They will finish 4th in Region 1 3A. And again, not confirmed, but I do believe they will head to Alcoa next week to play in the first round of the TSSAA playoffs. Gatlinburg-Pittman does finish 9-1. And does finish the year as the Region 1 3A champions. So, with that, there's about to be a knighting ceremony here at Chuckey-Doak. We are going to get out of here. We appreciate you watching here the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights presented by Tommie's Plumbing. Thanks for joining us early if you did on the high school game day represented by McAfee McAfee Attorneys at Law, and also joining us right before the game kicked off for the Biggie's Deli pregame show. This has been the Corner Pond Friday Night Lights presented by Tommie's Plumbing. One final time, Gatlinburg-Pittman is victorious over Chuckey-Doak, 55-15. And we'll catch you down the road here on Grassroots.